Hundreds of years ago, east of Cormyr laid a prospering kingdom, modest in size but made up for it by the quality of life the citizens had. Farmers on the outskirts grew bountiful harvests and were paid well. Art, entertainment, and knowledge were just a few thriving aspects of this kingdom. It was named after the noble founding family Valeria. Centuries passed with peace thanks to the god of protection, Helm. Helm watched over its people and the royal family, giving them tools of great power to protect the kingdom. Known as the Crimson Weapons, they burned brightly in the hands of those deemed worthy. However, a devil corrupted the king, then eventually the queen as well, leading to the death of both of them, as well as the downfall of the great kingdom of Valeria. Descendants of the royal family spread across Faerun, and took with them the 8 Crimson Weapons. One such descendant started a guild, aptly named the Crimson Blades. Centuries later, Alvar Valeria searches out these weapons, which were lost to time, in hopes to one day start Valeria anew. We follow the journey of new guild members: Franklin, the Goliath Bard; Uroquin, the Dragonborn Fighter; Phoenix, the Arakokra Ranger; Lord Hatteron, the Elven Wizard; and Bongo, the Goliath Paladin.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your Dungeon Master Zero Tuna here.
It's your Dungeon Master.
You can call me Timmy. We're picking up this.
No, not calling you Timmy.
Why not?
It's just I don't. It's just. It's just I don't know why. It's just cringy for me to say Timmy.
Can we call him Tammy?
Ooh,
sounds like a small child.
that's fair. My mom still calls me Timmy. So.
I know, and I feel like she's the only one that can and it not sound weird.
There are girls at work who call me Timmy.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That tracks.
I feel like anybody over the age of you is hard to call you Timmy.
Yeah, that's fair. You already know what happens at night here at my house.
No.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Well, thanks, Tim. There goes my head. And I'm broken.
What was that? Oh, there was a meme I sent where it's like, engage goblin mode.
Oh, this shit is ridiculous.
Anyways, we'll just leave it at that. We pick up this week. Last week we had a little kind of like one-off thing while a couple people are away to kind of introduce one of our buddies into D&D to see if it was something that was his style for possibly maybe next campaign. We'll see. Just leave that door open. But this week we get back into the campaign of the Crimson. The party had made their way off of El Terrell finally and started to cross the dry, arid wastelands of Avernus, heading towards Harriman's Hill. Following Lulu's advice of, hey, we need to go find the sword. That's the only thing that can either A, stop Zariel or save her. So upon making your guys' trek up to Harriman's Hill, you found a grisly scene and were met with a very interesting predicament. A vampire lord was staked on these kind of almost martyr-like posts where Harriman put people to be judged for all of eternity. It was explained to the party that anyone who was removed from these spikes would die and crumble to ash. The only thing kind of keeping them alive is the power, the magics of the spikes themselves. There is a very interesting conversation that occurred between the party. While some were focused on emotion, some were focused on morals, and some were just following what they believed was the right thing to do. It was ultimately decided, and correct me if I'm wrong, that he would be left there for the time being until, at a later date, John Deere could be taken off the stake after you guys have completed your adventure. Up to you guys. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd promised him that I'd come back, make sure we brought him down before we left.
Well, one of the last things that John Deere kind of imparted onto the party, no pun intended, I guess, um, was or maybe it wasn't him. I think it was Lulu, who kind of had her memory kind of jogged, and she kind of had a vision of this citadel, something known as the Demon Zapper,
Yes.
and stated that the party needs to head there, as that is the next step in the path to recovering the sword. So we pick up tonight. You guys are still at Harriman's Hill. I believe you guys were just starting to leave, or you are there. So we'll pick up at that point there. It's the atmosphere. It's kind of higher up, and you guys have a pretty decent view. And I'll share the map with you guys again, just so you can kind of see, you know, what the landscape is. You can see in the distance this almost radiant beacon of sorts. It's this everything that's in Avernus right now. You see has this rust color, almost filter that just pairs with the heat and the smells almost too perfectly. But you see in the distance about, it's hard to gauge distance in Avernus. Everything's relatively flat, and there's like mist and haze on certain outskirts, and that heat creates that mirage type effect. But you guys can see down in the distance, probably around like the southwest from the hill across the river Styx, is the demon zapper. What you can tell is like this strange Saruman type structure that has this bright yellow light that stands out in this red landscape. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I guess we should probably head towards. Well, you know what? Nimric is still just kind of being quiet over to the side, just trying to follow the party, not try to cause any more ruckus.
All right. I might try to take a look around. I'll just mention to the group that, well, looks like at the very least, the first thing we'll need to do is find a way across this river. I definitely don't think going through it is safe.
Yeah. That's probably.
I'm not sure if they even would have boats here, but maybe a bridge or something. I can't really tell from the map.
Well, I can take one across with me using something new I learned a little while ago.
Is it the disc that you were mentioning last time?
No, that was Hadron.
Oh,
I have something separate. I can open a door on this side of the river, and I can open a door on the other side of the river, but I can only take one person with me.
I don't know. You mentioned the disc when we were thinking about how to get down from Elturel. Is that something that you think would work? I know it couldn't really go up and down as much, right?
Not real. And I think we came to the conclusion it wouldn't work anyway because if I'm near it, it doesn't move, which is extremely weird to me.
Very weird.
It
And
just follows you around kind of thing?
yeah, so if I'm more than 100 feet away from it, it just disappears. And if I'm within 20 feet of me, it doesn't move. So it's like, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. I get the idea, but how it works is not good.
Gotcha. Well, I know from my arsenal I have nothing that would be any sort of use for this getting across, but I guess up on the hill I'll try to take a look around, like along like the edge of the river.
Mhm.
And see if
I do also have I do also have something where I could probably carry. I might be able to carry 2 people across.
Is that a different thing or the same thing?
It's a different thing. I could carry 2 across. It would have to be either you and Hadron or Uraquin and
Oh.
Hadron. It couldn't be both large entities.
Right. Will that get you across as well?
It will, yeah.
Because
Lulu kind of goes, and to those who can understand Celestial, so she kind of more focuses on Bongo and I believe Mordecai.
Dimmick.
Motherfuck.
You'll get there one day, Tim.
Someday I will understand this two-faced character.
Yeah, 100%.
Lulu just kind of floats down and kind of very like sure of herself now. There's a little bit more of like confidence in her eyes that this is the right path. And she's like, I could fly people over in turns.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Mordecai is going to reach into his component pouch. He's going to pull out a small cocoon. He's going to smash it in his hand and wave it around him, and he's going to polymorph into a giant eagle.
Oh, word! You can see like this kind of bald eagle, pun intended. Kind of large, kind of ironic in this hell landscape. Reminds me of Lord of the Rings and Mordor. But anyway,
I was about to say Gondor calls for aid.
straight up, yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Standing at about probably 15 feet high is this giant eagle.
okay. Well, yeah, I guess like you can just probably carry all of us, I imagine. Can you talk in that form?
No, he cannot.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Uraquin is kind of.
It's my
sorry.
my mic isn't like picking anything up when I do random bird screech. There we
You
go.
gotta turn your noise filter off.
I did, so I'm like.
Uraquin just kind of like gives a nod to Lulu, and he walks over and kind of hops on top of her, which is kind of funny. She seems like in a small, compact package, but has no problem keeping Uraquin afloat, considering all of his armor and equipment.
How is Lulu carrying him? Like, is he on her back?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she's using her trunk or something.
Yeah, fantastic though.
So I will. Mordecai will will do a big circle and hover above Hadron and Bongo. I'll grab one in each of my talons and I'll fly them across.
Okay. So you guys come over and with Uraquin at the same time and are deposited right
I like how nobody acknowledges Dimmick there. Dimmick's just on the hill, still just waving like.
After
I will deposit both Bongo and Hadron,
leaves him there.
and I will fly across, and I will like to Dimmick.
Dimmick?
Jesus
That guy?
Christ. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. I'll caca over to Dimmick. Yeah, all right. I'll just climb up on your back here. I get whoa, and I'll have him climb up on Mordecai's back and fly him over.
Okay.
When I drop them all off, I'm gonna shoot up probably like 100 feet and try to get a good like scope of the area as well.
Okay. Make a perception check, and I think you have to use the giant eagle stats.
I do. The eagle has advantage on perception checks that rely on sight, so I do have advantage.
Yes, sir.
Where is skills? Advantage, perception. So I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Where is the other dice?
So you didn't press advantage, maybe?
I did,
That's
but
weird.
the other one just flew off of the screen. There we go.
Oh,
So we got a 14 there plus.
Drop the one.
I don't know, Chief. I didn't see a 14. I saw a 1 there. I'm
Plus
just
2.
saying.
So a total is 16.
Band. 16. Okay.
Was
Get a
cheating.
plus 2 to wisdom.
Word.
Go check this man's
Let's
dice.
see.
right.
Would you like me to roll some more? Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, those
Oh,
ones we
geez.
actually saw.
Oh God, no. There we go. You can see me, my humble abode here. So, you're now looking around at the landscape, and you kind of see how, while everything, the layout seems to be normal, some things are in different distances than what's displayed on the map. Relatively the same area as what the map kind of shows, but you can kind of see, you get a better look at what the demon zapper looks like. Now you're kind of closer, you're able to kind of hover and kind of use your eagle-eyed vision to kind of scope in and see better. And you can see there's this almost like in the distance, like a small ball of radiant light that's coming off. In below you at this point, the wasteland at this moment is rather barren. You don't see any kind of creatures or anything roaming about. It's kind of quiet on the side of the river. It seems as you kind of coast around and look closer, a lot of commotions occurring down near where El Terrell is chained. You can see in the distance there's small creatures and humanoids or devils or demons that are caught in combat.
Okay.
But nothing to you kind of jumps out as like super dangerous immediately.
Is there like a clear path to the demon zapper that I can see?
Yeah. You see there's this large kind of best way to describe it is like a paper mache type almost like a hive nest. Looks like you can skirt around that to the south of it, but you can see there's like these small little at this distance, small insect-like things floating around it. This hovering kind of nest that's kind of directly to your west at this point.
Okay. I guess I'll do my best to kind of like direct or point the group in that direction. Even if I need to, I'll pick some people up. And can I carry all 3 of them? Will I get like a? I don't care about any sort of like movement penalty.
Let's see. I'm just gonna pull up the.
Yeah, I pulled up the stat block for it. Doesn't say.
Nice. What's the strength?
As I say, isn't it based
Strength
off your
is
strength?
16 with a +3.
That's pretty decent. What's your flight speed as a giant eagle?
Fly speed is 80 feet.
We can say you can fly 60 feet around if you wanted to have one in each tail and one in the back, and then Uriquin's still chilling on Lulu's back.
Yeah, to make it easier, I'll have I'll kind of like I'll land, and I'll like motion to Bongo with my head to like get on my back.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rawr, 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 rawr.
I'll hop on.
And then
Sweet.
I'll do a nice big burst, little gust under me, and I'll grab Hatteron and Dimmick, because
Okay.
they're the other 2 medium creatures, and I'll let Lulu handle Uriquin.
Before Heatheron gets grabbed,
Too late,
this
grab.
this map, does it actually like look at like the map we have, like we can see?
That's like this is like the display of what the actual map you have in hand looks like.
So like does I'm not trying to ask this to metagame.
No,
Does
what's
it
your
like
question?
does it have like the names on it too? Like
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so it does.
cartographer had written in these areas were kind of what he named them.
so okay. So after we had come off of the hill,
Yes.
Hadron, who has this map? Because I know we only had one. Who has it?
I think Bongo has it
I think I do.
because
I'm
Bongo
assuming we
was
have
holding
it.
it when Lulu was looking at it.
He's on the back of the eagle, like
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to look at it.
assuming we have it out, like
Yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
all the time. Hadron's gonna kind of like look over Bongo's shoulder at this map as Mordecai goes back for Dimmick. Seeing like just with a quick glance, just the word Archon on the map, Hadron's gonna like just kind of focus in on that. Does he feel anything like kind of like tugging at him towards that direction?
Very much so.
Kind of as Mordecai comes back down, like grab everybody, feeling him like kind of closing around Hadron. Hadron's gonna like start beating at him, like, no, let me go, and doing his best to like get out of his grasp.
You want to try to fight the grasp?
Yeah, it's not gonna go well, but yeah.
Okay.
Caca, what the fuck?
I would say you can use athletics or acrobatics to try to break his grip on you.
I can
Whichever one you'd prefer.
I can understand common. I just can't speak to you. So if you
That's true.
I don't have a very high intelligence, but I can understand common as an eagle.
Of course, the one guy that can speak to animals is the one that turns into the animal.
Caca!
At this point, like, how high up are we? Like, as he's kind of grabbed us, since
I've literally
Obviously.
lifted you probably 5 feet off the ground. We're hovering at this point.
Then at that point, can I do an acrobatics check just to see if I can land without injuring myself?
Yeah, that would just be an all-encompassing, like, if you break his grip and your ability to land.
All
Yep.
right,
You can either contest my strength or you can simply just ask. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine.
He's struggling. He's like, I'm coming out of here.
Hold on. I have a modifier. Plus
That's
3.
a tie.
It's plus 3, so it's a total of 6.
You'd have to beat him to break his grasp.
feeling that I can't like really get free. Hadron's like not knowing Mordecai can understand him. He's just gonna like drop his hands, let out a small sigh, and just be like, Mordecai, put me down, please.
He's like,
Hadron, why are you struggling so much down there?
I'm gonna bring my talon up.
Him, like,
I'm gonna bring my talon like up and look at him like half head like
Put me down, please. I need to do something.
and I'll just drop like same position. So now you're like 10-ish feet off of the ground.
yeah.
So
Doesn't
not
fall.
I
You
do
take
not
one-
I do
you
not
take-
gently put you on the ground. I just let go because you said drop.
Because you rolled your acrobatics so crap, you're going to deal 1d6 points of damage for falling 10 feet to you, Hadron. 4 points of damage.
So here comes a 6.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Just dead.
He's kind of bang up your knee a little bit on like the ground looks like sand, but on this side of the river it's harder, it's denser, it's like more like sandstone compared to the eastern side of the river. So it kind of like just hurt a bit more, like weren't expecting it to be that stiff.
Hitting the ground, Hadron just like stand up, brush yourself off, and just look up at Mordecai and just not so much glare, but he's just gonna like squint at him like you're an ass.
Mordecai
And he's
will
really
let
just-
out a happy squee because he
And then he's just
thinks he did
gonna-
the right thing.
And then he's gonna look over in the distance of where he remembers on the map towards where Archon's tower is.
I mean, it's easy to tell. You can see up that way when you were kind of up in the air, when you like, there's a giant fucking dragon skull that's probably about 30 stories high, and that you can see from the ground at this point very easily.
Taking like a couple of deep breaths, he's just gonna breathe and he's gonna start walking in that direction.
Okay. Let me see. I need everyone to roll a Constitution check.
Oh, that's right.
After getting over here and having, So yeah, save. I'm sorry.
Well,
Forgive me, senpai.
Everyone gets
Um,
a plus 3.
I appreciate that. That helped me so much more.
So
oh, I got to roll for your Quinn. Hold down.
I'm gonna roll a d20 here for the burb.
Uh,
That's a 16 plus 1, so 17 for the burb.
Plus,
Dude,
and then plus
freaking
3 for me,
So
because I'm definitely within 10 feet of you.
so 20 for the burb and 19 for Dimmick.
Which I guess
No, 16 for Dimmick.
probably
Okay.
Lulu and Uruquin probably wouldn't be within 10 feet because they're flying separately.
your Quinn done 80. He rolled a nat 20 plus 6.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what? Okay, so you guys, um, uh, no one's really had any ill effect from remaining in Avernus at this point in time. So, Hatteron, you're heading where? You're just gonna
Towards
take off
Archon's tower. Like I'm not sprinting. I'm just
walking.
starting to walk in that way.
Where is that on the map? It's it's up there. Okay. Yeah, if it's obvious that you're not going in the direction of, I'm just gonna be like looking at the map and be like, hey, Hatteron, I'm pretty sure it's that direction towards the big light with the tower.
No, Bongo. I'm going the correct way, Bongo. Don't. No, this is the right way. And how do I just like be pointing in the direction of Archon's tower?
Okay.
Uh, Here, Mordecai, do you want to put us down real quick? See what's going on? Actually, here, I have a thing, and I'm gonna twist my ring of comprehend languages so I can understand the bird person.
Oh, you want down?
Yeah, well, I don't know what Hadron's doing. I'm pretty sure that the demon zapper is that way on the map, not where he's going.
But I saw Demon Zapper.
Yeah.
I'll bring
yeah,
us down to the ground.
Okay.
I will land on my open claws so I don't squish Dimmick in the other one.
That's fair.
And then I will open it up and let him out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of jog over to Hadron and just be like, "Hey,
Hatteron, what the hell?
are you feeling okay?"
Things this way.
No, it is definitely 100% clearly this way.
The demons, the big eyeball is what Lulu was pointing out. That's the demon zapper.
I don't know what you're referring to. I don't speak her and the Bongonese, but what?
But I
that
do.
Way. Dimmick, do you trust me?
Well, I mean, that's subjective right now. I trust the elephant flying thing that's pointing us at the big scary thing.
Do you think you should be trusted right now?
I was just gonna like kind of stop. He's gonna turn to look at Bongo and just be like, "What does that mean?"
That's an excellent question, actually.
I was just asking you are you feeling okay? Like, it's probably not a good idea to go off on your own in this place especially, but just in general. Remember when we were heading up to the city last time? You went by yourself?
I was just gonna kind of like fold his hands into themselves, and it's just gonna look from Bongo. He's gonna look to Mordecai, and just be like, "Says the man that disappears quite a bit."
I don't really have control over that.
I mean, listen, it's kind of like 4-on-1 right now. I don't think that's the right way. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And clearly, you all have something you need to attend to, and I clearly have something I need to attend to.
I don't think it's a good idea to split up down here. It's definitely not. That's not negotiable.
Is this something separate from the sword? And
Oh, very much so, Bongo. Very much so.
do you think we could? I mean, we could probably maybe come back for it, whatever it is. I mean, we already or at least I already plan to be going back to Harmon's Hill. Like, I don't think we're going to be trying to leave right away after we presumably free El Terrell.
As we're having this conversation, does Hadaron hear anything from Vecna, like Vecna yelling at him to literally just move to this tower to get his hand?
Oh,
Oh,
what-
I was wondering what
he's getting whispers. These whispers are sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I thought the people both just left. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh,
Huh? I see. Because I'm in streamer mode on Discord, I didn't get any notification. It was just Tim's picture disappeared.
oh, I just heard the noises.
Yeah, and then Russell's picture disappeared.
Yeah.
So like, blink, blink, they gone.
Man, he said something about the hand. He's got
Yep.
stuff going on.
I think that was a misspeak. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Maybe, but
Because we don't know anything about that right now.
I don't remember if we know someone named Archon. I don't think we do.
I can't recall anything, but that polymorph was straight out of the Critical Role handbook.
Polymorph is very good because
Run
have-
into an eagle.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
My spells are pretty limited in a lot of stuff.
I was just gonna say we had a long rest. What do you? I thought you were gonna say you didn't have any left. Like,
No, I have spells. I just don't have useful spells for a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Welcome.
they have returned.
No, good enough. You know,
Sure did.
all the Bronco. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So, fair enough to say, Hadaron, you're currently looking southeast towards the party because you already started walking towards the tower, correct? And
Yes.
everyone else is facing you, so everyone else is facing to the northwest, correct? Is that a fair assumption, everyone?
Makes sense.
So
So,
hold on. We were over on.
the blue X is
We
where
were,
you're
over,
at,
we were over here, so now we're over here.
correct?
I don't think
Okay.
we
So he was
moved.
starting to head. He was starting to head northwest towards the tower. So he would have been about. He probably got about 20 feet away from you before, like.
So he's
He
heading
finally-
this. He's heading this way.
It's heading
Yeah.
to this, yeah.
So he's turned around to speak to you, and all of you are facing. So Dimmick, Bongo, and Yurquin are looking to the northwest. That's a fair assumption, correct?
That'd be if we're looking at Hadaron, then yeah, we're looking this way.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I need all of you who are looking towards Archon Tower to roll a perception check.
Okay, I will roll forward to Burb. Oh, and I have advantage on that as well. Sorry, I'm gonna.
Mhm.
So I've got.
No, you're good.
So there's the 11.
Roll
That is
for
a
your
12 plus wisdom plus 2, so 14 for the Burb. And for Dimmick, we're gonna go with perception. 12.
Okay. So let's see. Yurquin, Dimmick, and and Mordecai. Bongo, it seems like perhaps maybe you're just caught in the conversation with
Yeah. I'm
um
focused on Hadaron.
with
I think.
Hadaron. Yeah, you three spot an additional kind of one of those infernal machines. Probably about, I would say, traveling along the coast this way.
Is it heading towards the tower?
It's heading towards the way the arrow's pointing.
Okay, gotcha.
So, I mean, essentially, yeah, it's heading west on the
I
edge
didn't-
of the river Styx.
Yeah, I didn't see the arrow being drawn.
Oh, you good, dog?
So it's going away from us.
Correct.
I'm gonna, as Mordecai, I'm gonna, not knowing that everybody else can see it, I'll give a loud, "Ah!"
What did that mean?
For
So I could-
you that meant over there.
Oh,
For everybody else, I'm trying to get their attention.
Um, hearing everyone just like kind of like argue with Hadron, Hadron's just kind of like quietly like grumble to himself and just like fine. He's gonna throw his hands up in the air and he's gonna start walking back towards them.
Okay.
And as he gets like halfway, he's gonna just point to each and every like not each and every one, but like in the general direction of them all, and just retrieve this bloody sword. We're going to the tower, and I don't want to hear anything out of any of you.
Fair.
okay. You mean a different tower than the demon Zapper? You mean that one in the distance there?
Yeah, Hadron's just gonna like nod. He's gonna point behind him, like in the direction of Archon Stars. He's like that way, the big skull. Yes, that one.
Right. That one says it's the Archan's Tower. Okay.
Walking back over, he's gonna
Jeremy.
stand in front of. He's gonna stand in front of Mordecai. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna fold his arms and just go, "Take me away."
Is there any reason you want to go to this tower? And Mordecai will grab Hadron.
Hadron's just like do that like slight little like bend at the waist with his arms over top of just like one of the claws, and he's just like,
Like a rag doll.
yeah, it's just like that's all I need to know. Very systemic.
Whatever.
All right. Well, I guess.
Mordecai will also grab Dimmick now. He'll do like a little hop off of the empty foot. Get a gust of wind under him and grab Dimmick.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second, Bongo, you still
Yeah,
on me?
I'll hop back on.
Oh, okay. You better jump real damn
Just
high.
like looking at the map, like, what the hell?
Yeah. So well, I guess you can understand this. It looks like the next thing closest to us is hell wasps, the hell wasp nets, which sounds a bit dangerous.
Damn,
yeah.
Bongo, that is a
Right,
noisy
right.
ass map.
Yeah, sorry. It's really flimsy. Yeah, the hell wasps. So, I guess Mordecai, if we start getting close, we might need to stop flying. So I'm guessing hell wasps can fly and they don't sound like something we want to deal with.
Rah! Caca!
All right, sounds good.
You hear after speaking that, Bongo, you hear from the map the crazed cartographer's like ethereal voice kind of speak out to you. Fallen angels are meat for hell wasps, lest you nourish their young with your flesh. Steer clear.
Yeah, so we should definitely not fly over that. I think the map, that was a very pointed warning, I think.
Do you want to plot your course on the map by drawing your course?
Yeah, I can do that.
How are you gonna do that? With your beak?
Oh, with my pen.
Oh. There you go.
Because I can
American
hear.
Airlines.
Yeah, right. I can hear Bongo, so I'll
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tilt my head back and look up at him and kind of make like a questioning noise, and Bongo, you'll hear like, "Don't fly over."
Yeah, I think flying around would be best. It might take more time, but
Okay.
if we go closer to the pit of Shumrath, I think that might be better. So we don't have to go over that little lake there on the map. I can kind of see it in the distance there.
But if we do
Lulu
that, we
and-
might run into the war machine.
Oh no, I mean, so we're like here.
Right. You wanna go like this way.
I'm thinking going this way, yeah.
And then cut south.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
All right. I'll nod my head, and I'll squawk, and you'll hear just give me just shout out directions.
all right.
Since you're leading the char, like even though you're basically being piloted at this point, Mordecai, but Bongo, you're kind of I assume grabbing on the tufts and like kind of yelling out directions.
Yeah.
And Lulu's kind of just flying behind you, Mordecai. We'll have Bongo make a survival check
Survival.
to
Oh,
navigate.
actually pretty good at that. Oh,
Yeah, you are with a natural
Damn.
20.
20.
Jeez.
That's how it's done.
25. Nice. Um, as you guys coast along this, almost like it's like a creek that exists, you make your way and you get to about here. It's the edge of the pit. Um, and as you approach Bongo, you hear from the map, "Here you find a sticky situation. Poor Sumrath isn't the fiend it used to be." Um, and everyone, as you're kind of observing this strange gash in the landscape, a deep rift slashes across the surface of Avernus for as far as the eye can see at this point. The canyon is over a mile deep and filled with a lake of green slime that undulates as though it's breathing. From a nearby cliff, a tributary of the river Styx cascades into the slime, so you can see that's where you guys are at this point. Dangling from a bent iron crane that leans out over the chasm is an iron cage containing a hairless, green skinned humanoid wearing shackles on its ankles. The crane lowers the cage by a chain into the slime, immersing the creature in the goo for a minute before hoisting it back out. This dunking continues again and again, and the trapped creature seems helpless to stop it. Um, this is kind of occurring about 500 feet away from you at this point, but it's just an observation of what occurs here in Avernus. Kind of
Would,
continue.
would we be able to tell like what the green goo is?
If I can get my fucking drawing tool to stop. There we go. Let me fucking stop drawing mode. Sometimes it's glitchy. Make a.
Like a natural substance or liquid?
I would say make a nature check if you're inquiring.
Nature. Not quite as good at that. But still.
Okay. Um, as you're flying and you're able to kind of observe it while you're not trying, you're just kind of like enjoying the ride. Um, it's got a strange smell as you guys are kind of coasting along like the edge of it. Um, but it doesn't look like any kind of natural slime that you have encountered before. The properties seem strange. Um, it's just it doesn't look natural, obviously, but you have no idea really what it is, or
All right.
it just doesn't look normal. It seems out of place.
Gotcha. All right. I'll just keep on driving Mordecai forward.
Okay, so you're at that point where you're basically directly north of the demon zapper. I would say, Hadaron, are you kind of keeping an eye out and looking around while you're enjoying the ride, or are you just like kind of like hanging out, just like staring at the ground, defeated?
Definitely just looking down like, look what's doing. I won't do. Look at you. Race sucks.
Fair enough. Dimmick, being the adventurer and the traveled person that you are, it's probably safe to assume that you're looking around and taking notes as possible while you're being carried, I presume.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out and kind of taking in the sights. I've never been to the Nine Hells before. It's definitely a little
Make
different.
let's have you make a perception check. Now that you're on the edge of this pit, about to turn south. Not bad. You notice the strange infernal machine that you'd seen traveling has kind of continued to about here, basically across the chasm from you guys, about a half a mile away. And Dimmick, you see operating this strange machine, someone or something you have never seen before. It looks similar to Bongo in certain aspects, but even from this distance, you get a very dark aura off of him. You can see, even from this distance, this larger, probably about from this, you can gauge about 10-foot, fully armored humanoid, about 10 foot tall from this distance, you estimate. He has these piercing red eyes that are almost like lasers that kind of peer over the pit as it's driving, kind of like in accordance. Let me go like this, like this. And you almost lock eyes with this entity, and it's got these red piercing eyes, full armor, and it's this strange Fast and Furious connection where you're looking at each other as you're driving, and it's like, I'll see you again. It's been a long road. That type scene, but very dark. But you see him reach to his back and pull out an extremely large blade, and flames are piercing off of it. These dark, kind of this crimson-like flame is emitting from this blade as he just points towards you and the party across the pit as the machine continues to ride. Mordecai, you're peeling and heading more south at this point, correct? Dongle, you're kind of...
Yeah, I'm going
unless
whatever way he's
Dimmick,
directing.
if Dimmick's just observing this and not saying anything,
Oh
that's
no,
fine.
Dimmick is gonna. Are you guys seeing this shit across across the pit?
I'm kind of driving right now. Why? What's over there?
Haderon, do you see that?
I don't see the look over at Dimmick, and is Dimmick like pointing in the direction?
Hell yeah, he is.
Leading to Dimmick, he's gonna turn, he's gonna look, and just all Dimmick is gonna see is Heteron's hands literally just drop, and I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. You know what? I'm stupid. And Dimmick is just gonna like visibly see a Hateron get whiter than he already is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that thing?
That thing. It just Hateron's just gonna like clench his fist, and not so much like actually like trying to hurt Mordecai. He's just gonna like punch his claw, and he's just gonna go.
Ah!
It's
Little
Gaga!
Chad move.
It's Zephyr.
Wait, what? Okay, wait.
What's a Zapper?
What direction is this across that pit?
Yeah,
Oh,
over,
yeah,
over there.
You look, Bongo, and you can see that infernal machine's now on the edge of the pit on the northern side of it, about a half mile off.
Mm-hmm. Can I tell? Like a half mile? You said?
Yeah. It's
many-
very obvious. You feel... You don't even hone in on the person, you hone in on the blade.
Yeah.
With him,
The piece of you across the way.
with him pointing at Mordecai with the sword, or just looking in his direction, do I feel anything different as the burb, or just as Mordecai?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Zephyr. We, I need to take. He has the Crimson Greatsword. He has my sword.
The what now? Oh,
It's another part of me.
it's part of you.
Hateron's gonna turn to look at Dimmick. And he's gonna, questions can wait. He's bad, very bad. Part of the reason we're here.
I knew
How-
those were prosthetics.
A big
How
ring.
high are you off the ground, Mordecai?
Probably 100 feet. Maybe somewhere between like 7,500 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay. What... let me pull something up really quick. You feel something come over your person.
Oh shit.
Or bird, I should say. Not your person.
Oh, okay.
Polymorph.
It's a 4th level spell.
4th level?
Mm-hmm.
Third level, isn't it?
Nope, it's 4th
Alright,
level.
I thought I was close to having that. Do
Okay.
you have fifth level spells as well?
DC check plus the spell's level. Okay, so fourth. Okay, all right.
Tell me someone has a counter spell, please.
Seems like something bad's happening.
Yeah, it sounds like he's dispelling my burb.
Yes.
Yep.
Can,
If
if he
someone,
was
if he fails,
fight him. But
He's gonna use dispel magic at level 5, so there's no
Oh,
roll. It just
God.
happens.
so we're all gonna fall 100 feet unless someone has a counter spell.
I got nothing.
Wait,
me see what Lulu
what's
has.
the? Hold on, what's the range on dispel magic? 120 feet. Holy shit.
Well,
Well, theoretically,
for
if he is-
normal folks.
Oh
I
God.
was also gonna say, if he's half a mile,
Hmm.
how the hell is he hitting us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like
For-
2,000,
Oh,
almost
you know what?
3,000 feet.
He's probably got some sort of feat like Eldritch Spear that gives his spells stupid amounts of range. Ah, well, we just fell 100 feet, homies.
Hold on.
See
Well, all Lulu can do is cast light. Is that gonna help?
No.
Um,
Oh, you know what? I can. Okay, I think I have an idea.
Hmm.
Okay, I will. As once said in Magic the Gathering, I'll let it resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
let that resolve. No mana
You
drain on that.
pass?
I'll pass. I'll pass.
so do we just suddenly start falling then?
Tim's looking up something real quick. He's looking into something.
Oh man.
It's 1d6 every 5 feet.
Okay. It is.
Yep. So.
All right.
So as soon as the spell pops,
It pops off. Yep.
okay.
You guys are suspended in time, like Scooby Doo, or like Acme.
I'll as we're falling, so the fall begins, right?
Mm.
In a panic, I'll reach in again to my pouch. I'll grab another cocoon and just smack it and transform again into a giant eagle and try to catch everybody.
Okay. Easy enough. In the panic mode of mid falling, you get about you fall for about 10 feet and you pull out the cocoon, smash it. What are you polymorphing into?
I'm gonna polymorph again into a giant eagle and I'm gonna try to catch everybody.
Okay, so who are you trying to catch first?
I am trying to catch. I'm trying to catch the squishy ones first. I'm trying to catch Hatteron and Dimmick.
Honestly, if logic would dictate, if he's falling at the same rate, him transforming, he should just instantly catch Bongo, growing back to full size. Logic would dictate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just like Bongo's this massive, like just bear hugging you at this point. I'll say, okay, so I'll have you roll a straight dexterity check to catch Dimmick and Hatteron with your claws.
All right, so that's a 14
Nice.
plus 3, so 17.
Perfect. And then Bongo, since you're on top, I'm going to need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to grab onto the tuft of the giant eagle.
Do some athletic.
Ooh,
Whoa.
wow, dude.
Whoa! It's either a 3 or a 19.
27.
That'll do. But easy enough. You kind of lose a bit of altitude, but you grab on everyone and you can feel the bongos on your back, and you're like,
I'm going to immediately dive.
okay,
Try to get as close to the ground as possible, as fast as possible.
okay. Lulu's kind of following you down to kind of keep pace with you. How low are you gonna go down to the ground?
15 feet off the ground.
Okay. You kind of really quick, like 5-10 seconds. Boom, you're there. As you reach that point, Bongo, you notice that the infernal machine just kind of continues on driving, like not interested in engaging at all. Just kind of continues off down westward.
I'll just make a once we're 15 feet off the ground. I'll continue flying, but just making a straight shot for the demon zapper.
Okay.
That thing's driving across the pit towards us. That's going to be real trouble.
You seen it get to about here. You guys are probably about right there.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how long this is taking, but polymorph does last an hour or so.
Yeah, it's not super long. I mean, 30 minutes tops to get from where you were on the other side of the river Styx to get to closer towards the location known as the Demon Zapper.
Okay.
You guys kind of approach, and it's a very large structure. It's quite massive, to be honest. The cartographer kind of beckons out to you once again, Bongo, as you guys approach, and he's like, the purest of souls, it lures fiends into a hellish trap. Zap, zap. And as you guys get closer, you can see there's like this, what you perceive to be some sort of fiend-type creature, maybe about 100 feet ahead of you, walking towards this demon zapper, like a lone soul just walking along. Are you gonna pursue it? Are you gonna let it? Are you gonna hang back?
I'm gonna start to slow down and kind of just
Okay.
watch it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Right now, as my burb, I'm kind of now that just happened. I'm just kind of wary of everything. Just keeping an eye and being as cautious as possible.
Fair enough. You guys observe as this demon-like creature gets to about maybe like 100 feet-ish away from the structure itself, and you see this beam of radiant energy discharge. It looks about 5 feet wide, so pretty big wide beam, and just flies through the air and then just incinerates this creature.
Oh my god, it's literally a fly zapper for demons.
Yep. It just nuked them, and all that's left is like a smoky pile of ash.
It's amazing.
And as you kind of observe and look around the area, you notice there's little like piles of ash kind of in this perimeter around the structure.
Hey, cartographer, is this demon zapper only affect fiends?
You call out to it, but there's no response.
Can I see anything
Oh,
shiny
okay.
in the piles of ash? Is the burb?
Good call. Make a. You want to get closer and kind of take a peek?
I do. I want to do like a little lap around.
Little drive by.
Yeah.
Make a. I would say make an investigation check since you're
Investigation.
looking at specific areas.
I'm gonna keep on
Decent.
looking back towards Zapper.
Investigation is dictated by
Intelligence.
intelligence. So that's I've got a -1 there, so it's gonna be a 16. 16 total.
A 16?
Yep.
Okay. Let me take a look here. Where are we here?
Big burb likes shiny things.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Kicking it.
Y'all have Sirenscape open?
I sure do.
It's kind of spooky.
It is definitely spoopy.
Like a very long roar earlier.
Let's see.
Sorry, that's just my stomach. I haven't had anything to eat since we woke up. There it goes
man.
again.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm just
Let's see.
straight up not having a good time, gentlemen.
You notice there's in the pile of ash, there's, which is an odd thing to notice, there's like a bookend kind of sticking out.
Bookend.
Is that ice cream?
No, it is rice pudding.
But you see like a bookend out, kind of hanging out.
Full of rice
Um,
pudding.
it's got like a navy blue spine, and it's got you can kind of see there's like a ruby inlay on the cover that kind of shines the light a bit that catches your eye.
As soon as I see it, I'm gonna fly straight for it.
Okay. You kind of go down there. You can kind of see it's looks like a book with
Knowing
a
that,
like a gold inlay and some rubies in the front.
knowing that Hadaron likes books, I'm just gonna drop Hadaron from 5 feet up.
Okay.
Not expecting this. Everyone's just gonna like suddenly just feel nothingness, and then just, this doesn't feel right. It just face down on the ground, just slide a couple of feet, and just he just stand up, and just brush himself off and walk.
I'm gonna try to
Yep.
point him in the direction of the book.
It's pretty obvious when you're there standing now. You kind of stand up, head on, and dust yourself off a little bit, and you can see there's this where a pile of ashes. There's a book that's just kind of like sideways, kind of chilling in the ash.
Seeing this book, Hadron's gonna like glare, and then he's gonna just start walking over the book and pick it up.
Okay.
As soon as he picks it up, grab him again.
Make an intelligence check, Hadaron.
As he's going towards it, I want to be looking between, like, looking at the
Oh.
tower to see if it's starting to like charge up again. Now that he's presumably in the range of it.
It's been about like a minute or two since that dude got straight nuked, and it just hasn't made any motions yet. You guys are about within 120 feet of it. Make a perception check, Bongo, if you're kind of looking at the tower and observing. Hadaron, it's not a horrible roll, but you deduce that for this not to be burned to crisp, you deduce it has to be a magical book of some kind, or else it would have been incinerated as well. Bongo, you see within this orb, a white horse, a brilliant white horse, and it's kind of it's within this 10-foot diameter magical sphere, and it's just kind of floating and kind of like just moving its legs as if it was like swimming or falling. And you look closer and you can see there's like a single horn that's off the top of its head.
Oh my god, it's a unicorn.
Lulu, do you know what this is or why this is here?
She kind of flies up and kind of gets close to Mordecai, in bird form. She kind of like turns to you and she's like, well, I kind of remember this being here. It's kind of like it's a trap here to lure demons, put here by some devils, lures them like moths to a flame. Unfortunately, with the unicorn trapped in the sphere, it can't use any of its magical abilities. Perhaps we can free the creature in some way.
I think this is the next step that you were thinking, or that had the idea of.
Remember there being someone here, like a protector of sorts. Maybe we have to get closer and see if they're still here. I just can't remember. I feel like there's someone here we need to speak to.
How tall is the tower?
Let me see. 50 feet.
50 feet tall. Okay.
Hadaron, are you scooping that book?
Yeah, I picked it up.
All right, awesome. You have acquired, and you open up the cover page, and you can see it's called The Manual of Bodily Health. And it's got, right as you kind of quickly thumb through it to kind of see what it is, it's got health and diet tips, And you can see as you're looking at it, the words are changing. The words are kind of changing in different ways, and it keeps shifting into a language that you can read. So you can read all languages, so it's kind of shifting into different scripts, uh, trying to make it self-readable by you. And you could feel the words they're charged with magic. So I'm going to put that in your inventory. A large tome. Oop, there you go. All right. So you can look at that if you want to. You have heard of one of these books before, and they're extremely rare, Hadaron. Even in all the places you have studied in your time alive, and even up until now, you had a feeling that perhaps they didn't exist. But you can look into that if you would like in a free moment. What was your question, Bongo? I'm sorry.
I was
You're
gonna
talking
say
to Lulu,
that,
yeah.
that maybe this protector is the unicorn or the creature.
No, Lulu kind of just responds like, I don't think so. There was someone here that makes deals, and they protect this tower to ensure it doesn't get destroyed. Perhaps we should get closer and
All
see
right.
if we can seek out this person. Now, mind you, I don't believe they are a good person, but
Friendly. Okay.
yeah,
Um,
they not that they would attack. I just have a feeling that they're not innately good.
right. Okay. Mordecai, Mordecai.
Ah,
Just you can keep heading forward, but just go slow and stop if you see a person. With Lulu thinks that there'll be someone here that we might need to talk to.
I'm gonna move forward, scoop up Hadaron,
Do you resist Hadaron?
Nope.
Okay.
and then I
And
will continue
did you
forward
look-
at a slower pace.
Okay. Did you look at the book, Hadaron?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
oh man,
That was a random roll. Just BT dubs.
bodily health. That sounds like a health education book.
It's just like he gets into like the um reproductive health section. He's like, oh god.
I'm gonna say one line, and it's gonna trigger Pap, but I'm here for it. He's it's gonna be like later down the road, and he's just gonna hear head run. Does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Oh,
So you're continuing closer and closer.
yeah. Can I look
Mordecai?
back as well towards the pit of Chumrath and see
Um,
if the infernal machine is going across the bridge towards us?
it is no longer in sight. Not across the bridge, not on this side. It's somewhere out of view.
Is there like a dust trail of where it was?
Yeah, you can kind of see that there's a dust trail that insinuates it continued west, but it's passed behind like a rocky cliff that you can't see beyond.
Hmm.
And I'll
Like
just
it's basically
keep,
continued. It looks as if it continued this way.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to. Yeah. I'll continue. I'll hover about 15 feet above the ground, and then just continue forward.
Okay. How close are you going to get to the structure?
I want to get within 60 feet.
Okay. You get closer and you see a little bit of like almost like a dirt devil kind of kick up, like this little dirt tornado kind of kick up. And this entity arises from the ground near the base of the tower, this demon Zapper. And this is what, without the Warhammer, but this is kind of what you can see. It's this very strange kind of elemental of some sort, kind of raises from the dirt about maybe 50 feet ahead of you. And you can see it kind of waves its hand and casts some sort of magic spell. Um, and then just kind of stands there and waits for you guys to approach.
I'll move forward, get within 45 feet.
Okay. You guys get closer, and Lulu's kind of hesitant, kind of sticking next to you, kind of in the same area. And this entity kind of calls out and kind of strange, broken common, trying to speak out to you all. She's like, "Hail, I am Relzala, the protector of this fine construct. What is your business?"
We believe that something here might help us to free the city of El Terrell from this plane of existence.
Dimmick is gonna tilt up and look at Lulu and just say, "Little help here."
Lulu kind of like looks down and she's like, "Well, we need to find out if they know of a way to release El Terrell or stop Zariel. Perhaps, since they're willing to talk, it might be a good person to speak to."
At this point, okay. Never mind.
At this point, never mind.
At this point, never mind.
I do that at work all the time. Like, "Shh, hey, Rob, you got a copy?" And they go, "Yeah, go for Rob." And I'm just like, I'll wait a couple seconds and I go, "Shh, never mind." Just to fuck with people. It's my favorite thing. Or sometimes people will call someone else on the radio, and I'll just chime like, "Is that call for Tim?" just to irritate people.
I just started using the walkie at work. They just gave it to me.
Oh god.
And
Oh god.
I started doing the who is this? How'd you get this number?
Yeah, yes, that's my go-to. But Lulu seems like perhaps this person may know either a solution to the Elturel issue, and also perhaps steps to recover the sword.
I will shout out exactly what she had said in the very beginning about we're looking to either release El Terrell or stop Zariel. Can you assist us?
The figure Ralzala kind of just puts its arms down, kind of floats a little bit closer, maybe about 10 feet closer to you, and they're like, "I am bound here by magics that I don't agree with. I would very much so like to break my pact with Zariel, and perhaps if you help me break my pact so I may leave this place, I can write a letter of recommendation to Bell's Forge. Perhaps they will allow conversation if it's written from me. If you don't know, Bell used to rule Avernus before Zariel came to town and decided to mix things up a bit. So if there's anyone who can help point you in the right direction, or at least give you this, Bell is very powerful. Let's just leave it at that. And not a thing goes on in this realm without Bell's knowledge. So if you help me break this pact, I will be more than happy to write you a recommendation, or I should call it a letter of introduction. If you head to Bell's Forge now, you'll just be destroyed by the fire giants that roam there under his rule.
All
What
right.
say you?
Well, what do you have in mind?
Oh, really? You'd like
Well,
to discuss?
Well, I mean,
I-
what would you
yeah.
need us to do?
Do you know of a way to break your contract with Zariel?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily agreeing at this point. I just need to know like what needs to be done here. You know what I'm saying?
That I understand.
Concierge at a hotel. Yes, I understand.
I need something that's difficult to come by. Um,
Would it happen to be a book with a
I,
ruby in the in the
I
spine
would,
of it?
yeah, I wish it was that easy. In order to break free of this pact from all my time spent here, I've made bargains and have traded knowledge from some oracles and discovered that I must drink the blood of a titan to free myself from this pact. It's kind of difficult to do. The only titans that ever have come through here is something a little bit less than a titan these days.
Yeah, that sounds easy.
Yes, but I did spend some time from some wandering folks here. Um, there used to be a titan ages ago known as Oldrak. He's not what he used to be, but if you're able to acquire some of his blood, perhaps I can drink it to be rid of this curse and this indentured servitude to Zauriel and leave. And I'd be more than happy to put you into contact with Bell.
And
What are we thinking here?
well, on the map, I can see there's a grave of this Aldrak,
Yes.
presumably. Where?
Um, let's just say he isn't what he used to be. And he was punished by
So,
Tiamat.
is he dead or he's not dead?
He may as well be dead. From what I hear, he's nothing but a lowly old devil these days, and the lowest of the low. A lowly old fiend. Tiamat had cursed him, and he had transformed into something not even a fraction of what his power was before. But perhaps there's some way to get blood from him.
Okay.
Don't worry, he doesn't really bother anyone. He usually just hangs out around his giant helmet that just rests in the sands. Sticks to himself, kind of a hermit, really.
Right.
Uses his helmet as a shell.
Hmm. And Lulu, our companion there, and I'll gesture up to floating Hollyphant, mentioned something about being able to free the creature you have up in there, that it would be beneficial in some way. I'm not too sure.
Um,
Do
you can see Ralzala's eyes turn into a meaner gaze and kind of, I would say, step close to you, but floats about 5-10 feet closer, and she's like, "You will do none of the sort. My loyalty is with Zariel at this point in time, and anyone who touches this will, unfortunately, due to the pact that I have at this point in time, I am bound to call out to Zariel and lead her here, so I suggest not doing that if you savor your souls in your life.
Did Zariel
Whenever after you help me and I'm gone, I don't give a shit what happens to this tower, to be quite honest.
did Zariel make this tower?
Yes, Zariel came here as an angel, as you probably know by now.
Right.
Was
Yes.
corrupted by Asmodeus himself. Her lust for demon slaying made her the perfect fit to rule over Avernus. So, what better yet than a giant bug zapper for demons?
Can I can I cast a detect magic? I wanna see if the the orb specifically that the unicorn is in is magical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You cast your detect magic, and it's like the aura. I mean, it's hard to tell because it's already radiating a bunch of light and magic, but it's for sure magic.
Okay.
Very, very powerful magic. That is.
Do I see anything else magical within a 60-foot radius that I'm not already aware of?
Um.
Didn't they cast something when we were moving forward?
You detect. Let me see what that spell. Here we go. Let me just look it up. Whoops. Totally slayed that. Give me one moment. There we go. Divination magic is emitting from Ralzala.
Divination. All right. Well, I mean, I'm game to go get some Titan blood. I don't know about you guys, but sounds like could be fun. Question mark. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of other leads. Do you think it's likely that Bella would want to help overthrow?
If there's one thing I
Zariel?
know, is Belle has been commanded by Asmodeus to report to Zariel as her number one. So, can you imagine being demoted and then having to report immediately to the person who replaced you? Belle is not happy. You
Can
won't
imagine
hear
that.
him say it out loud, but everyone knows he's plotting against her.
All right.
Be a good ally if you're looking to take her down.
All right. Lulu, do you think does this feel like the path that you were feeling? The direction that you thought we should be heading?
And what about you, Quinn?
Yeah, I just really don't want to be messing with Zephyr right now, and if that means we gotta go south a bit, farther away from him, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Plus, Titans sound cool.
He's in. Anybody else? I'm in. He's in.
Yeah.
Bird, are you in? Caca.
He said yes.
All right. What about Spooky Man? What are you thinking?
Hadron would have been kind of like preoccupied, like flipping through this book and like trying to focus to get it to be in one bloody language instead of shifting every like 3 seconds.
It's it's gotten to a point where it's shifted to Elven and it's stayed for you. Yeah.
Seeing
like,
that
being
people are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Seeing that people are trying to get his attention, Mordecai will just shake his, just shake Hadron.
Feeling everything starts to shake. You feel like everything starts to shake. Hadron's just like a couple like flipping through the air. Why did I stop? Just it's just all over Mordecai.
I love it.
The feeling Mordecai like stop shaking him, he's gonna stop. And he's just like the book above his head, like eyes wide, and he's like,
Hadron just has this realization that perhaps Mordecai should stop eating so much gluten after reading a couple pages.
slowly bringing his arms down, like Hadron's gonna get like the book like face level, and he's just gonna smack it closed like audibly, like you're just like hear the thud of the book closing. And he's gonna slowly turn to look at Dimmick. What
Here, I'll take care of that.
would you want?
Let me clean you up real quick, and I'll hit him with some control water.
Oh, there is nothing on Hadron. It is literally all on Mordecai. Like it's on Mordecai. Nothing got on Hadron.
Oh, just on his claw.
It's just covering Mordecai's foot.
Oh, that's still pretty gross. Here, let me clean that up.
Oh.
We're going to a Titan. You coming?
He's just gonna look at him
you're-
like
you're-
with that look
you're-
of, "Are you serious? I'm in a giant claw. I can't move."
Urquin goes, "Oh, you need help cleaning that up off your paw? Hold on." And he starts unbuckling his fucking waist to take a leak on your paw.
Hearing Urquin, Hadron's just like shift the book to his other hand. And he's gonna point up. Urquin, I swear to God, if you do, I will kill you.
Oh, okay. He zips himself up. And he says, "Lulu," hops back on Lulu.
He's just gonna shift the book back to his hand. Next time somebody finally shakes me like that, I promise you there's nothing in the nine hells that could save you from the wrath I will put upon you.
In
And
the,
he's gonna open the book back up and just start reading again.
in the middle of that, Bongo, you'll hear Mordecai go caca, and he'll say shake, and just start shaking again.
Man,
Feeling me start to shake again, Hadron's just gonna quietly close the book, and he's gonna look up. Well, I don't even need to look up. He's just gonna look at Mordecai's claw, and he's gonna cast Full the Dead on him.
Oh,
Not to deal damage, just to give him like the most pounding, insane noise he can hear in his head.
I love it.
just gonna be like leaning over and just like, I don't know what's going on down there, but it sounds like you're excited for a Titan, I guess. What?
Not now, Bongo.
Okay.
all right, bird.
Um,
To the which
Yeah.
way is the grave?
we're
Straight
going
south.
south.
Well, I'm asking Bongo.
Yep, we're going south. It'll be. I'll try to point. Is there any visual sign that matches the map that I can see a giant sword?
Yeah, is it literally
I
this?
see
Make
that
a-
in the distance.
I would say make a survival check or a perception check.
Give you one of the survival.
Yeah.
Good call.
Nice. You can see this giant, like, 10-story long sword that's kind of stuck out of the ground at an angle in the distance down south.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
It's
Yeah, it looks-
hard to miss.
If you look straight this way, it'll kind of like direct his head a bit, like from above. And that big sword right there should be where we're going.
I'll just screech out, and you'll hear "got it," and I'll start flying. I'll start flying
Okay.
my full movement or whatever I can get. I think 60 feet is what you told me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll start flying whatever. Like, I'll even use like my action to like dash, so move 120 feet.
Yeah.
But at 15 feet above the ground, so I'm still
Yes.
staying relatively low just in case.
Okay. You guys are heading down south to go to Oldrak's grave. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back at 8:15 to continue the session.
8:15 it is. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes, ladies and gentlefish.
Hello, we're back. Is that true? All right, so you guys are making your way across this barren landscape that is Avernus, and it seems like a lot of the majority of the fights and the current battles and a lot of the stuff's kind of occurring over in this area, over top of or under around the river Styx. You guys are heading southward towards Uldrak's grave. Um, the entity, the elemental that's kind of beholden to Zariel, is desperate to break the kind of the pact they've made with Zariel so they can return to basically have their freedom back. Advise that they need the blood of a titan to break the pact. So luckily for the party, there was at one point in time a titan that roamed these lands known as Uldrak. And so Ralzala had sent you southward towards Uldrak's grave to hopefully acquire what you all need. Let's see. As you guys kind of continue down this barren wasteland, it's about... You're probably going to lose polymorph about halfway through.
I was just about to
Mordecai.
say. I was just about to say I'll fly for as far as I know I can, and then get to a safe spot, drop down, and then we'll let polymorph peter out.
Okay, so you're going to get around to like this edge of this part here. There's like a little like lava pool that you can feel the magic start to fade a bit. Mm-hmm. And so you kind of drop down and I assume willfully drop the polymorph. And Uraquin just kind of looks at you guys like, I'm not getting down. I'm going to stay up here and conserve my energy. And
Lulu, are you feeling all right? Then carry him?
This is the most helpful I've been in a long time. This is great. I'm fine. I promise.
All right.
She just straight up dropped him.
Just as a little like backflip.
Nice.
You guys are about maybe a quarter mile away from this. Now you can see there's like a giant helmet that's stuck into the sand as well, along with the sword. You guys are going to continue on foot.
Before I let Peter out, could I look around, scan the area before the polymorph faded, just to make sure we're safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that is plus 2, so 14 total.
That's for perception.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that. You don't really see anything that's in your immediate vicinity. However, you do see kind of closer to the grave. There's an opening to the helmet that looks almost like shaped like where the eyes are. It's like almost like a doorway inside. Mm-hmm. You can see there's like an entity kind of just loitering about. It's smaller in size.
Okay, I will. I'll relay that to the party as we move forward.
Would it be common knowledge to know like what a Titan is, just in general, or no?
I would say you would know.
Okay.
Like, whoa. I love it. Pull this up here. Wish this would work. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. Just had to pull up the fucking thing for it. Bongo, you would know that certain creatures that are or entities that are known as Titans are typically just like a catch-all name people use for just oversized, large beings. Um, Typically, the ones that you know of specifically are Empyreans. There are celestial children of the gods of the upper planes. Typically, um, there's a lot of emotion they contain from ranges of like extreme serenity to extreme rage. They're very powerful, large comparatively to the regular humanoid sized creatures. Um,
How much larger? Like significantly larger? Like
well, you guys know there were, you would recall from Waterdeep the titans that were there, the giant statues that were erected. Um, they're massive,
okay.
just um, uh, to the point where it's incalculable, size of mountains, essentially. Um, you know, swords as big as lakes, just like massive, massive creatures that typically don't exist on like the mortal plane and don't really come out of like the upper planes because like they have no interest in it, but can be called forth or could be, you know, sent for specific reasons. But you know they're massive. You comprehend the size, but everyone else in the party they couldn't imagine it. It's indescribable to them.
And
Like you could spend as much time as you want to try to explain. Well, you know, if you they wouldn't be it wouldn't be able to do it justice.
gotcha. And is it? Can we see from? You said a quarter mile away that we are.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
I don't know how many feet that is. I'm not
How many
American,
meters?
but
It's
I also
400.
don't know. 400 meters.
Yep.
Okay, well, good to know. But so
1,600 meters is a mile, right?
I know it's like something like that. I don't know
It
if
is
it's
because I
exactly.
ran track.
Heck yeah, dude.
Uh, can like if this on the map is his grave, is like his body visible? If it like I'm like knowing that it should be massive. Like
You don't see any body.
like there's the helmet kind of thing, right?
Let's
That we
see.
see.
Let's just say, to put it in perspective of how powerful a Titan is for you guys, their challenge rating is 23.
Good
I'll fight
So-
5 at once. Bring it.
So, walk in the park.
Yeah, so
lord.
they're crazy.
I fight 5 at once. Had it run as a crazy man, put him away.
You know that typically Empyreans, these types of the common type of Titan, are basically immortal for all intents and purposes. They are their hubris gets the best of them. They believe that they cannot be defeated in battle, and when one truly dies, their spirit returns to their home plane. And as the god Helm, you would know that gods, the gods or the parents of the Empyreans could easily resurrect them like nothing happened, unless they have some sort of reason not to. So like they are extremely powerful, but you don't see any body here. You see no body,
Nobody.
and you see
Wait a bit.
nobody except for the
For
the
us, buddy.
figure that's in the doorway or within the helmet.
Helmet.
I'll just relay to the group that Titans are normally extremely massive, but it's possible whatever it is now is maybe a smaller form or something. I think regardless, we should be very careful. They are extremely strong beings,
Well,
even if this one is potentially harmed or not dead, but in a different state.
Well, she did say it's like only a fraction of its former self. So I mean,
Right. Yeah, that's
that would explain why
hopefully that
it's
is, let's say,
smaller or not as maybe strong kind of ish, maybe.
yeah, hopefully so. Um,
Are you guys just going to continue forward?
I am.
yeah.
Okay.
And-
Mordecai would like to keep an eye behind the party.
Make a perception check.
What's up, John? Now it's just my regular what's up, John. Only get a +1. Looks all clear.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like you look back and there's that mirage type effect where there's like that shimmer from the heat. As you guys are approaching this massive helmet that's probably about 50 feet wide, you guys start to feel like even though it hasn't been long since you last rested, that time is working very strange here in Avernus, the Nine Hells. So you do start to feel like pretty soon you're going to want to maybe take a moment to rest, just as a forewarning.
well, our last rest, if I remember correctly, was at the Bell's
Bell's
Forge, like right
yep.
before we went up to the hill.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is getting to that point where, you know,
Feels
you
like that.
feel like even though the light and the time here doesn't physically tell you, hey, time has passed, you do feel the weakness or the fatigue start to kind of build up. That maybe we should, you know, after we kind of pretty soon, it would probably
Gotcha.
be wise.
With that sort of feeling going around, I had the thought of this earlier, but I want to, while we're riding up to this grave, I want to take out the sending stone and just send a message back to El Terrell. I think probably to Ravengard.
Okay.
And I'll just say this is Pongo. Just sending this to check in. Might be a little while longer, but we're on track to finding a solution. Is everything good with all of you?
Yes. Like a moment passes, and you can hear Ravengard respond. He says, yes. The helm's been restored to its former glory up here, so I've been able to use it to help guide us on pushing out some of the interlopers here. The outlanders that have come here, and even though this city is within the Nine Hells, I'm still going to protect it, even though I am not its ruler. We need to protect its citizens at all costs. We've had... And then it cuts off.
And I was going to send another sending as well. All right. Didn't get the last part, but I'm going to try to message daily. Just keep you updated on our progress, and so you know that we're still trying, and check in with you.
A moment passes, and he goes, lot word complicate, little word get information better. We're good. And then silence.
Okay.
All right.
If anyone knows what that's from, then high five to you.
Pretty sure that's from Kevin Malone.
Sure is.
My fucking man right here.
Why use more word when less word do trick?
Yes, 100%. You would be an amazing wizard. Are you guys going to continue walking up as Bongo's kind of sending out these messages?
Yes. At least I am.
Okay. Quinn's kind of just on Lewis is kind of keeping pace with everyone. Hatteron, you just kind of... Are you still looking at the book, or are you just kind of...
Hadron's like invested in the book, but he's like doing his best to pay attention to everything. So he's like doing that, like walk a few bit, like if it gets quiet, he just kind of like looks up quickly before looking back down at the book. But he is just like kind of like sandwiched in the middle of the group.
Okay. Um, I'll give you 1 hour since when you picked it up. Sound good?
Sure.
To keep tally on that.
Things are happening.
I'll have to write that in my book so I remember as well. So, anything that would cause you guys not to continue forward? Or are you guys going to kind of keep marching?
Keep going.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best.
When we're well within 1,000 feet of just the whole, like the grave area, I want to try using locate object to try to locate the like blood of Aldrak. I know it might not be
Ooh,
a specific item, or
I would allow that.
but yeah, I'll be able to know like the direction of it at least. I don't know exactly when. So
You guys are probably about at this point within like 100 or so feet of the helmet as you guys are just kind of like marching forward. The being that was seen in the kind of doorway is kind of slunked back into the shadows of the helmet. And you get nothing, no ping off locate object.
I get the sense that it failed because it's not there, or just that the spell doesn't work.
You would have the knowledge to know that using locate object on blood would work. You're good.
Okay.
But
So,
your sense is, that's weird. There's no blood here.
yeah. I think I'll keep it to myself for now. Just kind of confused by it.
Okay. You guys continue marching forward. All right, here we go. The cracked helm and sword of the Titan lies half buried in the ash of Avernus. A spherical stone set in the sword's pommel still gleams with scarlet radiance. You can see there's an interesting silhouette that's kind of hidden back within the helmet as you approach.
Does it look like the same person that was standing in the entrance?
Yes. Yep. You can see there's a faint, almost like lizard-like shape to this entity. It's got a tail, and you can see there's pointed pieces coming off of its body, and it's got some sort of like cloak on the back of it. But it's kind of like hidden in the shadows, pushed back.
What is it called? Can I do a divine sense?
Yeah. What is that? Let's see. You get the sense that the entity inside is a fiend.
All right. Guys, whatever it is in there is something, some kind of demon or devil, so be wary.
I could hear it meowing.
Yeah.
Those are the worst ones. Be careful.
Yeah.
Dude, for real. I cast knock object over.
Son of a bitch. They did it again.
Make a as you're kind of observing this, Bongo, make an insight check.
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not bad.
Man, my rolls have been pretty
Maybe
good today.
maybe it's
Decent,
real
decent.
bad.
Um, you just, even though this is a fiend, uh, you get the sense that it's not aggressive and it's uh, more of a recluse and is just not interested and not hostile.
Okay. I'll relay that to the group and do we all want to go to it at once, or that might scare whatever it is off?
I think if it would have been scared off, it would have already left. I think that we need to approach with caution.
A good point.
Hearing them talking like this, I don't just like look up and gonna close the book and like tuck it under his hand. Well, I agree with Mordecai. It seems like the safest bet, and I hope your foot still smells like last night's dinner for weeks to come.
You can see its hands are kind of like this point in the darkness. There's like red beady eyes, very small, like pinpoint eyes, and you can hear kind of echo out because you guys are like within audio range. You can hear echoing out of the helmet. Like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Ah, do you think they're here to make a deal? No, they're probably here for our soul. Quiet back there. Should we go out? No, it's craziness. You should go out and talk to them.
Hearing them talking, does it sound like two different voices, or is it just one and like different tones?
It's switching between Elven, Common, Infernal, and Giant.
Like languages it's switching between?
Yes.
Oh.
So you said Elven and Elven Common.
Elven, Common, Infernal, and Giant.
Okay, so I can understand three languages it's speaking.
I think I still have what's it called? Comprehend languages for my ring.
And I mean, me and Mordecai and Spongo can speak giant.
Yeah.
It sounds like one person had her on. Even though it's in different languages, it sounds like it's the same voice speaking.
Hearing the creature like talking through multiple languages, Hadron's just kind of like peek around the group. Am I crazy, or does that thing seem to be talking to itself or multiple? Because that thing's speaking about three languages in one. I don't quite understand.
I mean, I only heard one. The rest was kind of gibberish.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Hadron.
Yeah, I only heard one as well.
This might not be the sanest individual.
Bongo.
Yes.
You hear from the map in your hands or on your person kind of speak out again. A fallen titan or a wimp with delusions of grandeur? I'll leave that up for you to decide.
Oh. Okay, the map may be suggesting that this is the Titan. All right. Well, I should be able to understand it regardless of what it speaks. I'll go up and I guess everyone just stay around close. I don't expect it to attack, but I guess we
You
never
don't
know.
see any weapon on his person.
Right.
Are you
yeah,
entering in the helmet or just?
Yeah, I'll slowly start heading up. And
You can kind of see the creature kind of slink back a bit, and his hands are kind of close, and you can see what appeared to be a cloak before is actually wings that are kind of curled around its back. And you've seen creatures like this before. This is a spined devil. Um, Kind of this purplish skin. And this one seems different from the Van Thampor's spine devil that you guys encountered um, in the gate before, the Boulder's Gate. Um, Seems a bit more slender and perhaps. I mean, I guess if devils can become malnourished, maybe it's just the way that this creature's visual is, but it's just kind of like arms are kind of up and it's just kind of like looking around and kind of notices you and makes eye contact. It's like, hello.
Hello there. Are you Aldrak?
I used to be Aldrak. I think. I'm cursed. You've come here. You're going to be cursed, too. It's okay. He's fine. He doesn't even have a weapon.
What
Brings
sort
you
of
here?
curse?
What? Hello?
What sort of curse?
He kind of like puts his hand up and he's like on his chin. I don't remember that well. But wait. Some bastard cursed me. Perhaps it was Tiamat, you idiot. Yes, you're right. Sorry, my memory isn't what it used to be. And he's like slapping the top of his head, and he's like, "Oh God, are you come here to slay me, or have you come to assist?"
Not sure at the moment. Not slay you, no. We have someone that is making a deal with us, and we need something from a Titan.
Do you want to be slain?
What? Who's that? That's a new voice. I don't remember that voice. Is this coming from the strange Ironed Man?
I'm just gonna peek my head around the corner. It's like,
There's two of him. That's
hello.
not good. Hello?
Yep, hello.
Are you a slave? You here to slay me? Or have you come to help?
Do you want to be slain?
No. I usually ask that in case people are here to do bad things, and I'll try to do it to them first.
No, we're not here to slay.
Fair enough. What are you here for, then? What is it you seek?
Bongo, was I interrupting you?
Who's Bongo? I don't know who Bongo is. Sounds like a funny name. Hey, do you think he knows Bingo? I don't know. Shut the fuck up.
That sounds like there's a lot to unpack. I'm gonna step out.
All right. Well, next time, bring carcasses. I mean, no. Bring something else to eat.
You know a bingo?
No. Yes, we do. Don't tell him. No, we don't. Yes. No, we don't. No. Do you?
I'm a acquaintance of his.
Well, that's not good. You probably should turn around. Are you friends? He's probably a friend. Are they lovers?
No.
I don't know. Maybe.
Definitely not friend.
Possibly lover. Confirmed. Write that down. Write that down.
Definitely lover. Definitely lover.
You know where he is.
He's probably on that fucking ship with Zariel. Shut up. Don't talk about her. I know.
What ship?
It's a traveling fortress. What she rules from. Don't be telling everybody everything you know. Well, I don't have anything else to do.
Right.
You know Bingo. How do you know Bingo?
How do you know him?
Oh, everyone here knows Bingo. Yeah, 'cause they fucking torture people. Yeah, and they're a fucking liar. Anyways,
Hey, I couldn't help but overhear that you said you're cursed. Is that right?
yep. How do
Uh,
you remember? How does he know we're cursed? What is going on?
I could
What
probably,
What are you really here for?
I could
You
probably,
telling me that?
I could probably help you with your curse. I could get rid of it if I had the proper stuff.
Can you remove a curse of a god?
I, I
Didn't
can,
think so.
I can
You
remove a
fucking idiot.
curse. I can remove a curse. I don't know if it's specific
Oh
to
my
whether
god.
it's for
Are
a
you
god.
a god? Are you a god?
That's an excellent question. Not that I'm aware of.
All right then, keep moving.
Well, how do you know?
You don't look like a god. What's a god doing here? Yeah, what would a god be doing down here on foot? Why would he be so small if he's a god? I don't know. Shut the fuck up.
Well, how do you know it won't work?
Feeble-minded fools. Yes, very feeble.
Well, the person that we're trying to help, they said that they need blood from a Titan,
Oh, sorry.
that it would help them break a sort of, well, not a curse, but a pact that they have made and don't want to keep.
Well, I used to be a Titan. And oh, we were. Would you stop telling people that? Yes. In any case, right now, as you can kind of tell, not much of a Titan material. Been cursed by Tiamat herself.
You know what? I just remembered. I am a god.
Oh, great. Can you help?
Do you have any diamonds laying around?
No.
No. Does
Maybe
anybody
he
have
has diamonds. We should find diamonds. Diamonds sound cool.
Does anybody have any diamonds on them? I looked at Bongo, the rest of the party.
Let's
Just
see what
through my stuff. I know the answer's gonna be no, but I'm checking anyway.
Nothing on Uraquin.
I don't have anything that is actually labeled as a diamond.
Hold on 1 second.
But a bit of blue quartz do instead.
Yeah, right.
I can do about 350.
Mordecai's gonna peek up. He's like, well, I can try something real quick. Mordecai's gonna pull out the robe of useful items, and he will rip off one of the 2 remaining bags of gems.
Ooh.
Oh,
Let's take a look. Robe of useful items. All right. Gems. All right. Roll a. Let's see. 2 bags of gems. Each bag has 10 in them. Each. You grabbing them both off?
One of the 2.
Okay. Roll a d10 for me.
3.
There's 3 diamonds within the gems. There's 3 diamonds, 4 rubies, and 3 sapphire. They're all worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay. I will. Once the bag apparates, I'll dig around and I'll find one, and I will look to Dimmick. Will this do? Is this? Yeah. That looks plenty. Throw it here. I'll throw it over to Dimmick. Let me mark down Bago gems here. I got Bago beans. Oh, let me plant a bean real quick. Not really. Not planting a bean. Bag.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
like what was it? What was one of them? A mummy lord pyramid?
basically,
Something?
Oh, no.
yeah, 100%. Let me see. Now there's 2 diamonds. Can you tell me the other ones? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. You got 3 diamonds, 4 rubies, and 3 sapphires.
And 3 sapphires. Okay. Save that. Um, I'm gonna spend some time. Let me see here. Forgery kit. I don't think I have a jeweler's kit. Uh, Bongo, let me borrow your strength real quick. Can I get your help on crushing this into some powder?
You want me to crush a diamond?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like your help crushing it. I just need the dust from the diamond.
Oh,
So,
gotcha. Sure. Uh, I'll. I think maybe I'll like move like outside. Give us a moment here.
No, that's no problem. It is a problem.
Aldrak.
Why are they loitering around?
We're just working on something that maybe will help you. And I'll step out of the because I don't want to be in view of him. I'm gonna take out my warhammer from my back, or
Okay.
not warhammer, war pick, and take like the flat side of it, and kind of like press the diamond in it against a rock if I can find it. I try to crush it that way, and like lean my body weight on it, push it against it.
Make a dexterity check for me. See if you can
Dexterity.
crush this without losing any usable powder. Okay, decent. Yeah. Takes you a few minutes, but you get it finally ground up into a powder.
great.
Is-
Perfect,
That's
perfect,
good enough.
perfect.
Okay,
You get 10 experience points in alchemy.
Beautiful.
nice.
Awesome. All right. All right. I'm gonna take the powder. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna all right. I need you to hold still, okay?
Okay. You better not kill us.
No, no. I'm gonna take the dust. I'm gonna rub it in my hands. I'm gonna clap my hands together so it makes like a diamond dust cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna move my hands all sorts of strange ways, and I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration on him.
Okay. As the dust kind of settles, you see something kind of start to change. His wings kind of flare out and then come to a rest. He's like, well, my acid reflux is gone. Thanks, buddy.
Hmm.
What were you trying to do? What was he trying to do? Was he trying to kill us?
Well, I was trying to get rid of
Hmm.
trying to get rid of that curse you had.
Curses placed on by gods are not easily reversed. But I appreciate you trying to help. It means that you're interested in helping me, so I will tell you what I found out ages ago.
Ah,
I found a way to remove this curse so I can return to my homeland and my former glory. I've almost forgotten what it's like. In any case, in order to regain my true form, friends, I'll call you that, they're not our friends, they're barely acquaintances. Um, I must spill some of Tiamat's blood on the ground of Avernus. Luckily for you, I have found out some interesting information. There is someone here in Avernus that pledges his allegiance to Tiamat and wears a vial of her blood around his neck as a reliquary. His name is Archon the Cruel.
son of a bitch.
The only way you're going to be able to get that from him is by probably offering something else in exchange. So, perhaps if you're willing to do this for me. Well, actually, hold on. Why are you even here? You're not here just to help me. What's going on? I
Oh,
know.
remember I told you we're trying to help someone else, and we need just a small bit of blood from a titan. I thought maybe you could help us with that. And it sounds like we can help you.
Hey, you looking to get back at Zariel?
Not really. I have no qualm with her.
Well, I imagine you probably want to get your curse removed if you're telling us.
Well, yeah, but you know what?
Would that?
If it's just you two, I mean, what do I have to lose? You're the one going up there to go see him, so. What I'll do, there's a gem embedded in my sword over there, and he kind of points out the helmet, and you can see it's like the hovel he lives in is kind of like very ramshackled, and it's like very bare, like this like stone bed, and like it's looks like a poor person's home. Just it looks rough. Um, but he points outside the helmet towards the direction of the sword that's embedded in the ground. He's like, "There's a gem embedded in the pommel of my old sword that's actually an orb of dragon kind, and I'm sure that might be of some interest to Archon. So, if you guys are serious, you should probably take that with you and use that as a bargaining chip to get the blood of Tiamat off of his neck."
I'm gonna lean over and kind of like whisper to Bongo, like, isn't Archon the guy that put that one bastard up on the crucifix?
Who are you asking?
Bongo.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
What was the question? Sorry.
Isn't Archon the one that put that one motherfucker up on the crucifix?
I don't think it was. I might be remembering incorrectly.
You can make a wisdom check to double check.
Me or him?
I don't care.
I'll make
Doesn't matter to
that.
me. You can both roll.
I'll make that wisdom check.
I'm trying to remember who it was. I didn't think it was Archon.
Demic, you're like, oh yeah, it's Haruman.
Haruman.
That's alright.
Yeah, that's the one. Never mind. All right.
The guy on the hill.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I love you guys coming through here, but I'll tell you what. If by some crazy chance you return with the vial of blood, you are more than welcome to take as much blood from me as you want when I'm back as a Titan. Or, sorry, an Empyrean.
Do you want us to bring the blood back here, or just...
Yes, I need it.
Oh, I thought you just needed to spill it on the ground.
We need to put it on the... I need to.
Oh.
Me.
All right.
All right. Well.
I know.
Where do we find this Archon?
Well,
yeah, he's up north somewhere. Look for a big giant dragon skull. You'll find his fucking fucking tower.
No,
there's an Archon's tower on the map that Hadron mentioned.
Ooh, who's Hadron? Is that his deity? I don't know. That scares me. That's a cool name.
But anyway,
who is Hadron?
Yeah, we'll head up there. How is there a way to take the orb off of your pommel?
It's been there for ages now. Just give it a jam a sword and then just pop the sucker.
All right.
You got it, dude. I'll run out to the sword.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll head out as well, and we'll be back whenever we're able to, I guess.
Whatever.
I'll go out there. I'll take Charles. I'll pull him out of the sheath. Charles, you awake?
Sir, I'm fucking hot, sir. I'm tired as well, sir. We should probably get some sleep here soon.
That's not
Perhaps
a bad
we can
idea.
ask that nice guy for us to use his helmet as shelter.
That is not a bad idea. But listen, first, here.
Yes?
I'm going to need your help. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to take out Charles and I'm going to jam it into the pommel where the gem is, and I'm going to try to pry it out.
Sir, what are you... Ow! Just kidding. Easy enough. You can tell the sword and the structure and the helmet have been here for an extremely long time. Like, wicked long. Like a millennia long.
A millennia.
Mm-hmm.
Like from Elden Ring.
It seems as though it's just integrated with the landscape to almost always have been here. So easy enough. You put it in there, you pry it out a bit, and it pops out. And the orb's rather large. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Damn, Charles, when you get so strong?
It's about 10 inches in diameter.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Charles, you
Are
just
you?
gave birth.
I know, sir.
Nice.
Are you the one that's going to be holding on to the orb of dragonkind? Who's going to be
Um,
holding on to it?
I'm gonna bring it back to Bongo.
Probably while he's doing that, I'll regroup with Hadron and Yurkin and all them and just, well, Hadron, I don't know how well you overheard from outside here, but sounds like we might be headed towards this Archon's tower now anyway. So, whatever business you have there, it looks like maybe we'll be able to do that at the same time.
Hey,
Around.
while you talk to Hadron, I'm gonna run back inside and see if we can stay the night.
Um, uh, I was actually, I'm not sure if it would be great to stay around.
Hmm.
I
You know
don't think
what?
you'd be violent, but I was thinking it might be a great place to stay underneath the demon zapper.
That
At
is
the very least, it probably wouldn't have any problems from demons coming up to us.
not a bad idea. How long will it take us to get back there? Damn.
Took about an hour and 20 minutes to get down. That was like 3/4 in flight, so maybe 2 to 3 hours.
I think it'll be about
You'd be
2 to 3
pushing it.
hours.
Yeah, be pushing it.
I don't know if we'll be able to make it before our bodies give out. It's getting pretty taxing. I can feel it. Well, I mean, I can put up that little dome again, like if we find a little safe spot around here, something kind of like out of the way or hidden.
All right. Yeah, I guess it might be a bit far. Travel all the way back there.
Can I look around and see if there's any like good cover to which for which 2M put dome?
Well, I won't even make you roll for it because it's a pretty barren wasteland down here. It's very flat. The only area that has any kind of like hill or anything like that is um, the portion where the sword is stuck into the ground. There's a little bit of a hill, but other than that, it's mainly just flat, barren wastes, bones here and there. But there's the lava pit that's up to the north. It's very slim pickings.
Can I put the dome like right between the helmet and the sword, like right there?
You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Easy enough.
I'll take you guys keep me covered for like 10 minutes and I'll sit and I'll meditate and I'll ritually cast it.
Fair enough.
Hadron, do you? I'll like relay the stuff about like needing to go get a new vial of blood and stuff, and just also ask him, do you, Hadron, do you know about Archon being connected to this Tiamat, or?
Aaron's just gonna like sit there for a minute and drop his head and like kind of like have his chin. Um. N- no, the only thing I'm familiar with Archon is he has something I need, and he's like Hieroquid being a dragonborn. Outside of that, I know nothing.
Okay, well, the person or the Uldrak inside there seemed to think strongly that he would be very much a person who doesn't give away things for free. So,
Who's
uh,
taking the orb of dragonkind, really quick, so I don't forget?
I'm handing it
know
off
what-
to Bongo.
Okay.
all right. Tuck it under my arm. Does it seem like it's fragile?
No.
Okay.
You grab it and touch it, and there's immense magical power emitting from it.
Oh,
An insane amount of magical power. Like more than you probably have ever held in your life. Almost competing with the weapons that you have created yourself.
huh, okay. This is. Guess we're trading this. Are you? Or any of you guys want to take a look at this to figure out what this actually is? He's
Um,
uh,
you know
Goldrick
what?
was just missing. We traded out.
You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. I could look at it real quick.
Hearing this, he's head on the noise. My God, you go talk to the shadowy man. I can handle this.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go follow Mordecai. I'm getting old people tired. I'm just gonna go over and yeah.
All right. And I was just gonna kind of like wave him off, like okay, whatever. And he's gonna reach out and put a hand over the stone. And he's gonna cast Identify.
Okay. Orb of Dragon Kind. It's a wondrous items artifact. The cost, I don't know if you're looking at it right now, Bongo.
Just open it.
50,000 to 100,000 gold pieces. I'll read this so that way you can kind of hear it because it's fucking cool as shit. Ages passed on the world of Kryn. Elves and humans waged terrible war against evil dragons. When the world seemed doomed, the wizards of the Towers of High Sorcery came together and worked their greatest magic, forging 5 orbs of dragon kind to help them defeat the dragons. 1 orb was taken to each of the 5 towers, and there they were used to speed war towards a victorious end. Let's see. While attuned to this orb, you can use an action to peer into the orb's depths and speak its command word. Then you must make a charisma check. On a successful check, you control the orb for as long as you remain attuned to it. Let's see. While you're charmed by the orb, you can't voluntarily end your attunement to it, and the orb casts suggestion on you at will, urging you to work towards the evil ends it desires. The dragon essence within the orb might want many things: the annihilation of a particular people, freedom from the orb, to spread suffering in the world, to advance worship of Takesis, another word for Tiamat, or something else that I decide. There's spells that can be cast with it. It's a very dangerous object and very powerful, and it makes you understand why this would be a good bargaining token, a bargaining chip to use with Archon to get the blood of Tiamat. But it's very powerful, and you'd probably advise the party probably not to attune to it.
Right. Yeah,
That's up to you.
sense.
Well, the Hadron's just gonna kind of relay kind of what he learns of it to Bongo
Oh,
and whoever else is within earshot listening to us.
Your Quintus goes, whoa.
Jesus.
So whatever you do, Bongo, don't lose it.
right. Yeah, and I won't try to look into it. That seems to be it's the way it's attached to someone, so
Yeah.
at least it's not gonna try to.
How close are they to where Mordecai is? Like, am I overhearing what they're talking about?
I would assume so. They're probably just hanging out outside the front of the helmet.
Okay. So as I'm in the middle of ritually casting, like eyes closed, like cross-legged meditating, as I'm hearing this, I'm just gonna shout, "Uriquin, don't touch it."
Aw, come on, but it's meant for me. It's literally named something after me. Come on, man.
I'm just gonna go back to casting.
So you finish up casting your thing. Anything anyone wants to do before probably taking a long rest at this point?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I
And
don't have anything.
Dimmick is tired because he's an old man, so he's ready for bed.
All right. Bongo?
I don't think I have anything. Just reading what the orb does and stuff.
A lot of crazy shit. It also summons dragons, by the way,
Yeah, you
Aderon.
can,
Oh, okay.
you can call all dragons within 50 or 40 miles to come to the orb.
It's crazy. Okay. Are you going to spend the 8 hours head around reading the book?
Sure.
Well, you don't
Well,
need
I
to sleep
assume-
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fair.
He's like, sleeps for the week, bitch.
I guess Haderon will just kind of stand guard and he'll kind of read, but be more focused on keeping an eye out just to be safe.
Don't you watch me sleep, bitch.
I'm gonna kill your kid.
Joke's on you, you don't know who they are.
Well, guess what? The world will burn.
I'm gonna pee on you, and then immediately, like in like narcolepsy, just.
I love it. Okay. A new day, lack of a better term, dawns. The orb, nothing really seemed to come around. Nothing piqued your interest, Haderon, throughout the night. You were able to kind of continue reading the book. So I marked you down for another 8 hours of reading, unless there was something else you wanted to do.
No. So does that mean the effect of the book kicks in?
Nope.
Oh no, yeah, no, duh. Bad math there. Yeah.
You're good. You're good. You're up to 9 hours. In any case, so you kind of spend the night quietly reading while there's distant screams and wails and the crackling of thunder, and every so often you hear the distant come off the demon zapper.
Oh.
Kind of like a faint thunder strike. With it being a new day, everyone needs to make it an additional Constitution check for remaining within these walls or within this realm.
Is it a check or a save?
It's a save, thank you.
+3.
I'm dead.
Con save. There's con. Oh, Dimmick.
Ooh, Dimmick is the only one who gets a point of exhaustion. So it
How's
gives
your
you.
doing?
Can I mark that somewhere?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Oh,
We'll just have to remember it.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything on the card.
So I have
Okay,
disadvantage on
actually.
saving throws. Oh no, checks. I have disadvantage on all checks. Dimmick is gonna get up a little earlier and he's gonna start going through his components and preparing his spells and stuff for the day.
Okay. Easy enough.
Let's move that over here. Let's move this over here. Let's go to your shit. Move this. Get this out of here. Spells. Alright. We're gonna get rid of...
What's your guys' plan now? If you had a decent rest.
Whoops.
Mordecai, how often a day can you change into a bird form?
Keep riffing. I gotta go grab a drink.
I only have enough power to do it twice. It takes a lot out of me.
Right, and I think maybe it might be a good idea, at least at this point, to walk for now until we need it more. So we're definitely going to need it. Looking at the map, we're going to need to cross back over the river, and then depending on how long Step of the Tower, we'll need to cross back to get to return to Aldrich's grave. So that's potentially 2 uses there, depending on the length of how long we're across. So at least up until the river, unless we need it, it might be a good idea to spend time walking.
Oh, that is not a sound I want to hear. Oh, hearing
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons ASMR.
Hearing both of them talk about like how to get across, Haderon's gonna walk over and he's gonna kneel down next to Bongo and ask him to pull the map out, and he's just gonna point at the crypt of the Hell Riders, and if we're worried about trying to get around, so there's possibly something there. I mean,
You think
why
one of
else?
those machines there?
I mean, possible. Why else would he call it something of the Hell Riders? Not for a good reason. I mean, everything else seems to be correlating pretty well to what it's called.
Also, just in case this changes your approach, let me see. You had her on. Everybody advances to level 10.
Oh shit!
So,
Damn.
why don't we just take a little bit of time here and let's do that, just in case there's different spells or something else that may change that.
Damn, son.
I'm going to leave your Quinn level 9 for now so he can figure that out when he comes back.
I am pretty sure that I get new spell.
I get Oh, wait a minute. Did I not do ability score improvements? It's not.
Bongo, what level do you want to take in?
Paladin. I think if I'm correct.
Oh, at 8.
Okay, let's see. Level.
I want to make sure. Well, you wouldn't have taken it last level. It would have been 2 levels ago because we're level.
Total level 10.
Yeah, because we were level 9 before.
Level 9. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, you get 3rd level spells now.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
What do you think, Hadaron?
Currently looking, hold on.
Okay,
I should
you're
take a
good.
level in Paladin just for fun.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you gotta do two levels up, Patrick.
I
Yeah.
do.
Owned.
Is that what my stuff is based off of? I think it is. My hit points are at 101 now.
Oh, and my
For what, Dimick?
proficiency
For
goes
Dimick,
up.
yeah.
Did you roll it on D&D Beyond?
No, I've got it set to do like what's it called? The static.
So for Dimick, you're just adding cleric.
Yes, just another level of
Okay.
the cleric. Are my spells off of?
Let me see how many spells.
9th level. Oh, everyone's proficiency is now plus. Oh wait, no.
4. Yeah.
Plus 4.
Well, mine went up, but
Oh,
it
sorry.
would have been
Was,
last level.
ooh. Do you see what you get for 10th level as a cleric?
Yes, I did.
Yes, 10 more levels.
Okay, so you're good for Dimick, right? You're doing stuff on there. It's probably easier for you to do all your spells and stuff on D&D Beyond, isn't it?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charisma, dexterity.
Was there anything special to do for you, Bongo? Oh, yeah, you're looking at your
I
spells.
just need to add spells, and that should be it.
I think you're able to do that yourself.
I believe so. I just need to remember where they are.
There should be a tab on the right side of Fantasy Grounds.
What thing would it be under? Oh, here we go.
Character.
Never mind, I found it. Yeah.
I think. I don't know what it looks like on player side.
Okay, let's search up these spells.
Hadaron, you still thinking?
Yeah, I'm looking,
Okay.
trying to weigh my options.
Right.
Why is there very few spells?
Oh, because this sucks. Because, just for clarification, would be if I take a point in Warlock, the invocations, those are Eldritch invocations, correct?
Let me see.
I was looking at,
Warlock level 9.
yeah, because I'm looking at like the level list on D&D Beyond, like what you get for each level, and it says invocations known goes to 5. So does that
Yes.
mean? Okay, so it is an Eldritch invocation.
You get an Eldritch Invocation plus a 5th level spell slot. Well, they upgrade to level 5, sorry. So that's kind of cool.
For some reason, it doesn't show all of the spells.
Let me see. Where is your character sheet? Oh god, I lost it.
It's a very weird set of.
Let's see. Let me scroll down here. Spellcasting. Paladin spells. Oh, you know the easiest thing for you to do is this. See if it'll let you. Oop, let me try this again. Click on that link, Magnus, and see if that pulls up the. Because that'll bring you to like the. That should open up a window for like the tab about spellcasting for Paladin. If you click the Paladin spells, that'll show you the spells you can use.
Okay, a module you are attempting to use is not loaded.
Oh, you gotta
Player
load.
handbook. Oh, right. Where are all those?
I wonder what you don't have loaded. That's weird. I wish this would show
There.
like a.
Loading. I think it was because maybe I haven't loaded them since I've been on my new computer.
That would probably be it. Yeah. Do you remember how to get there?
I believe I did it correctly.
Okay.
Let's see if the spells look. It was weird because I had like a list of like maybe like 8 spells, and they were all from different books, so I don't know why they were
funny.
still available. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, now I got tons of spells. And I should be able to just drag them. Yeah, okay, good.
That work for you?
Yep.
Sweet.
I just need to figure out how many. Some from my subclass.
Mordecai is taking a 2nd level into Paladin.
Yoink. Okay. So, what was it? What's your fighting style?
It is defense.
Boom. Boom, bitch. And then, oh, you also get spells. BT dubs.
I do. Holy cow!
Let's see.
I get a 5th
7.
level spell. What?
Yeah, because of the multi-class thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Wait, is that what D&D Beyond is telling you?
Yeah, it says I've got access to a 5th level spell. Yeah.
Wild.
Ooh. One more spell to add. I can look.
Whack.
Oh, whoops. All right.
How are you getting a 5th level spell?
I don't know, but D&D
For
Beyond
pa-
says I have a 5th level spell. 8th level bard, second level paladin. That's a total of 10.
Oh, you know what? It's probably the blend of Bard and Paladin. I don't understand how that would work, how that would make sense. But if D&D Beyond says it's true, then we'll go with it. Because at level 9 Bard, you get a 1 5th level spell, and level 10th of Bard, you get 2 5th level. But then if we're looking at Paladin spell list, you don't get a spell, you don't get a 5th level spell until like a wicked long time.
Ugh.
It is like a long time from now.
Yeah, extremely long. Like you'd have to be level 17 to get a 5th level. Now, does it tell you what class that spell has to come from?
It has to come from. It says I have a 5th level slot. Oh, you know what it's for? Divine Smite.
Oh, I got you.
I
That
don't
makes
actually.
sense.
I can't select any 5th level spells. I can only select up to 4th level spells, but I have access now to Divine Smite because of
Oh, yeah,
second
that
level
makes
Know where
sense.
to
paladin.
put it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dope.
Oh,
What do you think, Hadron?
Uh, I don't know if maybe we should just wait on me.
Next time after we do this, you should. I'm gonna send you back a homework for you, so you can figure out what 11th level you're gonna take.
Yo, for sure.
As long as
Well,
nobody dies before then.
with how often this fucking party goes through so many different situations, like I have such a hard
Right?
time building.
Yeah, because you're trying to trying to figure out what would be useful. You know what I mean? So you're like, and
because go
I
ahead.
think I think you're because I think Wizard level 2 adds some like weird shit too.
Yeah, because Wizard level 2, I need to pick a subclass, and the amount of subclasses there are that I'm trying to like
Well,
pick through is ridiculous.
there's like yeah, because all the books we have, dude, it's just insane. So that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're cool with it, I just wanted to let you guys know you had the opportunity to level up. So that's fine with me, dude.
Is between that and then with Warlock, Eldritch Invocations, there's 500,000 of those as well. Like, so yeah, it might just be a little bit easier for me once we're
Yeah.
done. I'll get with you.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay, so you guys rest, feeling a little bit stronger in the loins, and ready to head out for the day.
Adderon's still going to throw out what he had said before you mentioned the level up, just in case.
Yeah,
about
for sure.
The
Crypt of the
Hellriders.
Hellriders. Yeah, I think that's a potential idea. I guess maybe Lulu. Do you think you could try to when we're going near there to fly up and see if you see movement or if it looks clear?
Yeah, sure, I could do that.
All right. I mean, well, Crypt does have an ominous tone to it, but it might just be sort of a place where there's really nothing going on.
So you guys are gonna head out and make your way towards first. Yurquin kind of agrees about heading there first, see if there's anything that can be used.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go. That.
Mordecai, Dimmick.
Yeah, we're ready to roll. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm rested up. I'm getting my stuff all prepared for the day. I think I'm good. I just gotta write it down
Pat
in my
loves
book.
being a wizard.
Ooh,
He's like, oh my god, there's so much shit.
so much. I love it. Just writing all this stuff down.
So you guys head off. You approach and you can kind of see. You get probably within about 100 or so feet of it, Bongo, and the map kind of calls out to you and says, "Zariel's fallen companions cannot rest. Nobody can in this nightmare hellscape." And as you kind of get closer, you can see the acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which, like giant tombstones, are a pair of leaning monoliths, each soaring more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armored knights kneel in motionless reverence before the monoliths, between which a set of onyx steps leads down under the hill. So you can kind of see there's just like it's almost like the cemetery. It's like a cemetery of the soldiers are just like stuck, frozen in place, like kneeling. Lulu kind of glides up to the sky and she spends a few moments looking around. She rolled pretty good. And then she comes down and she kind of talks to you, Bong. She's like, I don't really see anything of use here. It just looks like a very creepy, ominous graveyard. I don't see any movement.
None of those machines.
No, unfortunately.
Hmm. I'll relay that to everyone else. And what do you think? Do you think it's worth trying to investigate more?
Um, I mean, what do we have to lose at this point?
Uh, the only thing that cautions me is the map did mention something about Zariel's servants or whatever the word was that they never rest. So it's not really exactly, but it could be a warning of potentially creatures being there. I don't know. I'm not sure if there'd be much value in checking it out if there isn't any visible vehicles. I hardly think there would be one buried in the ground, I guess.
I mean, either we check it out while we're here and risk the possibility of fighting something we don't want to fight, but finding something to assist us, or we leave, walk until our legs fall off, let Mordecai turn into a bird, carry us across, and then have him bring us back, but him be so bloody exhausted he doesn't want to do anything past that. No offense, Mordecai, I heard what you told him earlier.
It's whatever at this point.
Um, how close would we be to it, Tim?
The crypt,
Yeah,
yeah, couple hundred, like 100 feet away ish.
gotcha.
You're pretty dang close. Close enough for the cartographer to kind of speak about this monument, I guess.
Okay. Oh, actually, Hadron, I could do a spell I did earlier. The only thing we're really looking for here is one of those vehicles, correct? Or do you think there might be something else that would be useful?
Well, no, I have literally no idea. For all I know, there could be hordes of gold down there, hordes of weaponry, the likes of which we've never seen, that could destroy visual gods, and we would never know. I'm just spitballing here.
Okay, well, while we're this distance, I'll cast this and I'll cast Locate Object again. See if there is one of those infernal machines within 1,000 feet.
That's 1,000 feet. You kind of sit there, kind of lower your head a bit, and you focus, and nothing, no pings.
Hmm. All right, at the very least, it looks like we're going to be walking regardless.
Well, no love lost. It was worth a shot. I mean,
It would have been very nice, assuming that they would be very easy to operate, I suppose. I'm not really too sure. It's definitely
Well-
not something I've seen before.
I mean, to be fair, Bongo and Hadron's just going to turn and do like that wide arm gesture of like, look, there's nothing we could run into that would hurt any of us politically or figuratively here. I mean, we're in hell. We could have done anything we wanted with the damn thing.
Oh, you mean like accidentally crashing it into things? Would it be
Exactly.
illegal?
Not like we're
Yeah.
going to destroy a whole town on the way to figuring out how to drive the thing.
Yeah, that is fair. It's not a lot of things that would be too disappointing to run into.
Destroy a demon house. Hey, what the hell? I'm walking here.
Besides, Bongo, I figured you would have been happy if we sort of maybe kind of accidentally ran over a few demons.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we missed that chance now. Well, I guess it's possible I could cast a spell again later to see if there's one within range, but similar to Mordecai's animal form, I'm pretty limited on how often I can do it.
Well, for now, I think we're better off saving it and just
Yeah.
hang on to this walk, because Lord knows we're going to be walking for a while.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit. How is everyone doing? I know you and I have been feeling, I don't know if it's the heat or just this plane in general that kind of wears at you. Is everyone feeling all right?
I've never been
Your
Yeah.
ill.
Quinn's like, I'm just a bit, just sweatier than usual, but I'm holding up okay.
I slept like shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. My back's all messed up.
Oh, well, I guess maybe walking will help out with that a bit.
Yeah, I don't think you're as old as you say you are. Fucking I'm just gonna like mumble like an old man. Like as I walk like with my quarterstaff like an old cane, fucking walking gonna
Hell
make it
yeah.
fucking
These dang youngsters.
walking gonna make it better, my ass fucking guys. God damn it.
Yeah, I think Dominic mumble as he walks away. I'm leaning towards Margot. You maybe could just look at what for right now, stomach, and see if it pops his back the other direction. I mean, I don't know.
I'd be a bit worried that I might break him more than he is.
Well, I mean, he's made of water. Who knows? Maybe he can absorb the impact a bit better than the rest of us could.
How about you? You can try it with your fist or your magic. Or well,
I don't know. She's gonna look at Bongo like, "Are you serious?" Bongo, look at. Do you really think I could hurt him with a punch?
I think that's the point. Is don't want to hurt him.
Well, no, we never said that. We're trying to help him.
That's true.
I physically do not think I could do enough to move whatever is busted within him. You, on the other hand, what? You, on the other hand, are a rather giant, stout fellow.
I'm gonna drown whoever's touching me next. I can hear you. You understand that, right?
We're just trying to help, old man. Calm down.
I'm gonna help you with a foot in your ass
Good
and I'll catch
ideas.
up to you. I swear to God.
I mean, he sounds like he has more energy now than he.
You just got to know how to push the other man's buttons.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I'm the
got a
oldest
bit
one
of-
here.
I'm gonna push you, fucking button.
All right. Let's-
So where are you guys headed to now?
I guess to the tower. The long walk begins.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the biggest question is if we're planning on going over this bridge. I'll be holding out the map, I guess, as we're walking, and
Yeah.
whether we need to go across the bridge to the obelisk, or if we can just start flying even before that and just go straight across this pit of Shumrath and then the river. But I think a lot of that might be decided whenever we're closer, right? But
I also feel like with Mordecai only being able to do it twice, we might want to at least save one for leaving the tower and the other one for if the situation occurs where we need to move and need to move very quickly.
well, as far as it might be something not on the map or such, but I don't see any way across the river similar to how we crossed before. I think we'll need at least one use of that to get across to the tower side.
I'm sure we'll figure something out by the time we reach closer.
Right. All right. I think still keep an eye out. There could be, who knows what out here.
Oh, I don't know Zephyr for crying out loud.
Oh, God. And I also was heard from Uldrak that apparently Zariel and Bingo, the archdemon I'm associated with, is apparently they're both on a traveling ship that moves across this plane, so it's another thing to be worried about and keep an eye out for.
Margot, has anyone ever told you that you bring us to the nicest, most dangerous places?
Technically, it was your father that brought us here.
Wrecked.
Well, we don't talk about my father, so. And I don't should like reach up and like bongo where his nose would be, too, like we don't talk about him.
Mordecai is overhearing this while drinking his water and like chokes a little bit. When Bongo's like, "Well, your dad brought us here," so he's like,
Got him.
As you guys kind of continue northward, you guys are basically gonna cross the path with the demon zapper once again. You get probably a few 100 feet away, and you see like there's this construct that's like it looks like almost like a stone or something that's jammed into the side of the demon zapper, and there's a little bit of smoke coming out of it.
As we get closer, I don't just like stop, isn't it? That wasn't there before, was it?
No, it wasn't. And what direction is it stabbed in from?
From the west.
"Hey, what's going on? Why did we stop?"
Well, look up ahead of us here. That's the demon zapper tower.
Oh,
You see that? I
well,
mean,
that's not good. Um. Hmm. I'd like to look around. Just take a quick glance to see if there's anything around that might seem ominous or dangerous.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Copy. No, looks fine to me.
As you guys get closer, you guys are getting closer towards the sphere of influence that the demon zapper has, and you don't peg anything as suspicious other than the object slammed into the side of the tower.
and what kind of object is it? Is that
I would say you guys are close enough in range. It looks like an infernal machine of some sort, and where the cockpit is where the smoke is emanating out of.
Oh, okay, so it's not coming out of the demon zapper. Well, it looks potentially like this might be what you were looking for, Hadron.
Well, you're not wrong there, Bongo.
What in the hell is happening?
Does the orb at the top of the demon zapper still look the same? Look like it's still functioning?
Yep. Yeah.
All right,
Looks
well,
fine.
assuming it's still functioning, this demon zapper, there shouldn't be any demons nearby, but I guess you can still be careful of it. I'd say, well, let's go try to check out this possible new ride.
Please be careful.
You guys, who's going to investigate?
I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not fucking me. I'm gonna stay right here.
You go. He's like so cautious, like it's gonna explode or something. He's a fucking car bomber. It's a caravan bomber. I've seen him before.
I've seen him before.
You guys approach this infernal machine, and it's rather huge. you get a closer look at it, and this is kind of the object that you see kind of slammed in. Like the front kind of tusks on it are kind of bent in different directions from where it slammed into the tower. But other than that, what you assume would be the main mechanism of it seems rather undamaged. You can see as you kind of taking a closer look, there's a cockpit spot where you presume whoever is operating this would normally sit, where there's some sort of like steering contraption, and there's just a plume of smoke kind of coming out, and you kind of take a closer look, and you see there's like a pile of like that ash that is very similar to the ash that you've seen around the demon zapper. It's kind of easy to deduce that perhaps he drove too close to the sun and got fucking zapped, and it just kind of kept coasting until it slammed into the demon zapper.
Lol, dude. Real quick, my AC for Mordecai should be 18 now. I don't know why it's only showing 17 still.
Why 18?
So, with defense, the fighting style, while you're wearing armor,
Oh.
you gain a +1 bonus to your AC.
Yeah, because it isn't something that gets triggered in there. Initiative armor, the second plus is going to be plus miscellaneous of 1. There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go. Good call. But yeah, I have to zip outside to collect the children who are sleeping from the car. They went to the fair tonight, so I'll be right back in a few minutes.
That's
I'll be
fine.
right back.
That's
All
fine.
right.
We'll just riff.
Don't go anywhere.
Had her on this will give you some time to look at your fancy book.
Hey, you got
Boom roasted.
health and wellness book, something like that.
Health and wellness. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my health and wellness. Is
It's
for the
a
guy that-
Rachel Raid guide to the kitchen.
butter. Everything needs butter. Give me more butter. Yeah, that book is actually kind of busted.
That's what's
And
up.
you need to like spend a bunch of hours to finish it,
Hey.
or
So there's 2 ways I can do it.
Sounds just like that book that Yasha got in campaign 2 there, Magnus.
I need to spend 48 hours over 6 days,
Yep.
or fewer hours studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines.
that's 48 hours. That's gonna be a little while.
Yeah,
He's already got 9 into it in one day.
Yeah. And
unless
we
you
have-
guys want me to start tinkering upon your bodies.
Oh.
yeah, we're traveling, and you know what? You can read while we drive.
You can read while we drive. You might get a headache though. I know that.
Had
when
I
I
just
start-
stood in the driver's seat, just book on the steering wheel, just
Wait,
reading, not
you'll
paying
be the
attention.
driver? Jeez.
God, you'll be the auspicious white woman that has bare feet up on the dash, reading a
Oh,
book
man.
in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
So that when you get a car accident, they fold like a piece of origami. It's great.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy what it actually does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it? Yeah.
Mhm.
We need
Oh,
to
yeah.
see you whenever you finish reading.
Well, after I finish reading it, one of you guys can have it and wait a whole century for it to gain its powers back.
Oh, is that how it works?
It says the manual then loses its magic but regains it in a century.
Oh,
Yo, Mordecai's passive wisdom or his passive insight is 19. Christ.
jeez, he's very insightful.
Very
Oh.
insightful.
What's scary
Okay, I'll
is
be
this
back in a minute.
manual seems like it can break the cap for a skill.
That's tight. That's what's up. Mordecai also has a higher save DC than Dimmick does? What the fuck? Oh my god, Dimmick's constitution is at 19! Sick boy!
I'm thinking of going Order of the Scribe if I do Wizard, because what it can do is kind of busted.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see here. I just got all my spells in order for both Mordecai and
Literally, if I take Order of the Scribe for level 2 Warlock, I can change the damage type of my spells.
Homie, I had no idea that you got Divine Smite at level 2, and I was just like, I wonder what happens at level 2 with Paladin. Bah, bah, bah! Now I am the one that will be bonking. I knew it. Really? Huh? Bonkity bonk bonk bonk. I will be hitting things. Oh, also, if I'm using with that what's it called? With what is it? Fighting style defense. When you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. No, that's dueling. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. So just to, okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's yeah. Oh, this is gonna be cool. What are we up to here? 55, 101 on Dimick. That's wild. I'm actually kind of glad that this cleric has a high HP.
Mm-hmm.
You boys need to riff because I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, so you literally mean just me?
Yep.
Thanks.
I'm back.
Oh, so it's just now me and you. Pat had to go to the bathroom.
Ah. Yeah, this well, it's interesting. The Orb of Dragonkind, like reading through it, it definitely seems like an item that's not worth it to
Mhm.
attune to. Like mainly just because it's like, oh yeah, if you fail the save, then you literally have to follow its evil plan of whatever it wants to do. And then the main benefits from it are okay, but not like amazing
Mhm.
for that like potential cost, especially. Because I'm trying to see if it. Let me see. It says because it seems like it's saying like you attune to the orb, then you speak a command word, and then that's when you have to make the charisma check.
Mhm.
And so I'm not sure, but it kind of seems like it means that every time you want to use it, maybe that you have to use the charisma check, or it might be just a one-time
Maybe.
thing. But the main benefits is you can call all evil dragons within 40 miles to the orb.
Mhm.
Uh,
I
you
watched.
can, and then the other only like besides that, the only other thing it has is can be a like an arcane focus,
Yes.
and then it has a bunch of spells.
Arcane focus.
Arcane
Okay.
focus these nuts.
Yes, baby. All right, I'm good. You guys good?
Yes.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Yes.
Um. Okay, so you're standing in front of the infernal machine. Seems like the pilot of this machine is no longer in existence.
Right.
Got absolutely nuked.
Guess Hadron, do you want to after you? I
Um, sure. Is there any way to like get into the vehicle from like besides like an actual car? Since this is our
It's
first time actually like seeing
it's
one up
got
close.
it's got like panels on the side that open almost what Hadron would associate to like sliding barn doors of sorts. Um, oh, fuck. Grinda had a construct that had similar parts and stuff, so you kind of draw the connections of the two. But you can see there's like a handle or something where you would assume you could kind of pull it open.
Seeing the handle, I'm just gonna like kind of reach out a little hesitantly, and he's gonna turn to look at Bongo as he puts his hand on the handle, and he's just like, Just keep a weapon at the ready just in case there's something inside. He's
Right.
gonna like off step a little to the side, and he's gonna just kind of like quickly sling it open and step out of the way.
Straight up
Uh,
Independence Day style.
you you open the door and slide it open, and there's a strange demonic smaller type creature. It's like, "Ah!" And then before it can really even react to you, you just see this beam of radiant light go and incinerates it immediately.
Saying that, Hadron realizes they're standing next to the demon Zapper, but it just instinctively is gonna look at Bongo like, "How did you?" And then he's gonna shake his head and lean around the side and just look inside just to see if there's anything else in there that shouldn't be.
Nope. From in the pile. What are those for?
They're just matte black dragon shields.
Those are the bomb right there. I'm a big fan of matte black card protector sleeves.
And these
Hey,
are
we're getting
Like
distracted here.
gloss.
Getting distracted here.
The from the pile of dust that now exists in front of you, Hadron, you're looking. There's about 4 large silver discs that are in the ash.
Hadron's like, "Where's it gonna look at him?" He's gonna reach down and pick at least one up for the
Okay.
time being, and like just look at it.
You hear whispers and like a strange feeling kind of come over you. You've seen something similar to this. It's a soul coin.
oh god, not again.
Like kind of like just lowering the one he's holding. Hadron's gonna look at the other three. Are the other three the exact same thing?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Lowering the one that he's holding, Hadron's gonna look at the other three. Are they also soul coins?
Yes. Yep.
Letting out a small sigh, Hadron's just gonna like brush the dust off of the other three, and he's gonna like stack them on top of each other, and he's gonna turn around and look at Bongo, and he's just gonna be holding coins in his hand for Bongo to see.
Are those
Yep,
soul?
they are exactly what you think they are, Bongo.
Well, I don't know what a demon would be carrying those for. Do you? Well, I guess we might as well take them. Maybe I could use one to exchange with your father and get him to release the one he swindled from me.
Um, Hearing Bongo say that, Hadron, she's like that stupid cliche of just like a light bulb over his head. He's gonna reach out with his other hand. He's just gonna pull one of the coins out. And he's gonna hand it to Bongo. Now that you know, a smidge more of who you are and what your powers are, can you just release what's in the soul coin?
I don't know. I believe last time I was able, like, when you're holding it, it should be able to vaguely communicate, or at least it's been a while.
It has 3 charges, and you can expend a charge to do one of the following. You can drain the life. Basically, you can take some of the life away out of it, and you can gain temporary hit points. You can use the action query, which you can telepathically ask the soul a question. Those are like the 2 options you have.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, well, I didn't use this part, but you could sort of temporarily bolster yourself and essentially take some of its life force and use that. And then the other was you could ask it a question. I think once you asked it too many questions or used its energy too much, it would. Was it that the soul is released or that the soul is destroyed? Tim, I think it was the second one, if I remember right.
see.
And then your father, I believe he manipulated it in some way to remove the restrictions so he could ask it as many questions as he wanted and use it as much as he wanted.
You could free the soul by expending all the charges.
Okay, so once you expend all of them, it frees it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so once you use it up, it'll free it by itself. It might be worth finding out who or what is in these before we try to release them. And it seems like I think even you could do it. I don't think it would need to be any sort of divine power from me.
Well, no offense, Bongo, but you seem to be the better judgment of character between the two of us. And with the voice that speaks to me in my head, I'd rather not release someone who rather shouldn't be released.
Right. All right. I guess I can take him for now, and maybe assuming we get this thing working, maybe on the way to our destination, I can try to see who exactly is in these.
Rosala kind of comes out of kind of like the dirt that's near the infernal machine, and she's kind of floats closer to you guys. She's like, "What was all that commotion? Oh, I see. Idiots driving too close to the demon Zapper."
Do you think they were trying to head towards here, or that they just weren't aware of what this does?
Idiots. Most smart demons stay away. Rumors have spread about this place. Only folks who wander within this area are the ones who were unlucky enough to not really know about the use.
Ah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing now. It's fucking ugly.
Well, that thing you don't really need to worry about. We are going to attempt to take that.
Oh, okay. So you guys already know how to use it. That's great.
Well,
I might
hold
have
on, we
some
never said
soul.
that.
I might have some extra soul coins laying around here somewhere for you to use.
We don't believe these things are driven off of soul coins.
What do you think? How else would they be powered? What do you think? There's a hole in the bottom of it. You use your feet to make it move.
Okay. We are clearly not from here. This has fallen to us as,
Oh, okay.
I would assume, insert something fallen to you here.
I love it. Brawlzala's kind of like, well, there's a furnace within each infernal war machine that its fuel is soul coins. So unless you have them on your person, that thing's not going anywhere.
That's messed up.
I presume the person who's operating it had coins to operate it at least to here, so there might be some spares inside.
how long does a single coin last?
I was just researching that. I'll have to go see. It doesn't actually say in the book. Infernal machines.
That's messed up.
Let's see.
Yeah. He thinks it's dangerous.
Let me see what the internet says. Oh wow. Rosales kind of looks at you and just like, well, one coin should suffice enough for 24 hours of operation.
Oh, that's I guess take a lot of coins.
To run it every day, yeah. I mean, at least the soul gets freed after the coin's gone, right?
She just laughs. Oh no, it's not that simple.
I imagine this thing uses all of the soul.
A soul trapped in the coin is now a soul trapped in the furnace.
Oh, no.
Could what happens if someone destroyed one of the furnaces?
You don't want to do that. And most likely obliterate yourself.
Well, what happens when you blow it up? Or when you destroy it?
You blow up,
Is
or
it
you
like,
get destroyed.
From
is
a
it,
distance?
yeah, from a, like, how big is the explosion?
Could you like set a little like explosive charge down and go a couple hundred feet away?
Well, I haven't really seen it in person, but um, very terrible, I would assume. Why are you gonna blow this up by my tower?
Not by the tower, no, absolutely not. We need the tower. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
good.
it's probably not a, it's a, could be a very useful tool.
like a trap.
Like a trap or,
Yeah,
you know,
that's-
just,
Maybe there's like a holiday, a holiday where explosions are a big deal.
yeah, a holiday where we blow someone up.
Fireworks. Well, and who knows what we're gonna face up at the Archons. Oh, by the way, we do have a very potentially strong lead. Where to get some blood for you.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just need to
Are
hit
you
up
gonna?
the Arkan's tower.
Yeah.
Good.
And then
Well,
go back down south.
well, that's fun. I'll be here, so
Okay.
perhaps you can figure out how to operate this thing and get it out of here.
Wait. You didn't, but so if we destroy the furnace, does that also set the souls free?
How would I know? I don't know.
Ugh.
I didn't make these things.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll find someone else who drives them.
I'm just
Maybe
gonna
this-
walk over and divine
Yeah.
smite it.
Right now.
I was
No.
like, okay. 40 d8 damage. Okay.
I mean,
Um,
it's gonna be the fastest way to get there, and I mean, it's kind of messed up depositing
Yeah.
a soul into it to make it
They're
run.
like, I left some gas in the tank for you.
I left some Ajiri in the tank for you.
I mean, it was an operation at least within the past 9 hours because you guys went down south, had a rest, headed back up. So you can probably deduce,
Oh, we can just hop in this bad boy and
perhaps.
already has one in the chamber.
one in the chamber. I had it around. Jump in there and try to drive it around.
Well, I was going to say, as these guys were discussing what the hell they were going to do this thing, Hadron's just like peek between them and basically just go, could you run them off of magic theoretically?
Who are you inquiring that to, Razala?
Yes.
She's just like, I'll be honest. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone doing that, but I do know that some can use demon ichor to fuel the furnace, so maybe that's less of a immoral thing for you all to do.
Demo, what?
Demon Ichor, the blood, the thing that comes out of them when you cut them.
Demo,
explode.
what?
Don't ignore him. He's a problem child. The Hadron's gonna attempt to climb into this thing and look around inside of it and see if he can make heads or tails out of it.
Make an intelligence check.
The only good roll I have all night is how a
Nice.
demon machine operates.
It actually adds up.
Pretty handy.
Checks out.
That
Checks
checks. Mister needs to study demons.
It it has levers and different areas. There's a lever, there's a wheel, there's some pedals and some other controls. Um, are you proficient in land, and are you proficient with land vehicles, Russell or Hadron?
Sounds like
No.
Hadron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the slightest.
Just your CCR.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's got like a cockpit. I mean, Hadron wouldn't really know what that means, but it has an area where you can sit. It's got a steering wheel and some pedals, and you kind of fart around with some levers and stuff, and you kind of you see some infernal written on like there's like a lever column that says reverse or says back, and then one says forward. So you're like, well, maybe I'll try going this way. So you're able to. It's not like it's super duper foreign. It's a very simplistic, like Model T type shit.
Hadron's like, yeah, so it's got a city spot and buttons and stuff.
It's got a spot where I can put my butt.
Kind of like
Has a,
Oops, sorry.
a city spot?
So this vehicle that you guys have kind of stumbled upon is called a Tormentor.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bunch of different things. I don't know how you guys can have access to this. See if you can click that open. See if that opens for you guys.
Sure does.
Does it open a stat block?
Yep.
yeesh.
Huge vehicle, 3,000 pounds unaligned.
Yeah,
Sounds like
well-
we gotta take it to the garage, get it aligned.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta go get the
Get it
fucking
there
tires
front
rotated.
end. That's what happens
Term.
when you crash into a tower.
Holy shit.
Whole thing's on the line now. Jesus.
So it's got other things in there too.
100-foot speed.
500-pound cargo capacity.
That's
What's
cargo,
the
so
foot
there's-
speed? What? What's its speed?
100
100 feet.
100
100 feet.
Shh. We cruising, boys.
There's only one problem. It fits 4 medium creatures.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys got Lulu and Yurquin to
Gonna
Chilling.
hover behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can it carry 2 large and 1 medium? Nope, that's still 4. Hold on, cause I'm a large. No, wait, I'm a medium, aren't I?
I think we're all medium.
Yeah, we're all medium. Yeah, you're right.
you medium.
You medium, medium. Okay, yeah, we can. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yurquin
you
just
guys can
been.
cram in
Yurquin
there.
like straight up slept on Lulu last night. Didn't hear him once come into the dome.
Mishaps table. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it's got a bean table.
If something does more than 20 damage to it, there's a mishaps table. I don't think we can see that.
No, that we cannot see.
Oh wait,
Is there
never
a-
mind.
is there
Just
a
go to
tab?
the other tab. Yep.
Bruh, the Tormentor handles like a dune buggy and is designed for raiding and scouting. Bladed iron wheels drive the vehicle forward. Oh, I found a table. Oh no.
What?
no,
How
never
do
mind.
what?
I need Baldur's Gate descend into Avernus loaded. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. If,
What?
I don't know if it's loadable for you because I don't know if that shows up on like the players.
Didn't look like it.
It does not
I-
look like it.
I can't even pull the table up, but I'm not worried about it. At this point, Hadron should like peek his head back out the door.
He's
Okay.
like driving an RC car.
Who's coming inside of this thing because there's a gun on here. Who wants to shoot things?
Number 1, Heteron, gross. Number 2, I'm on my way.
It's got a prone deficiency. It
As
rolls over and
Mordecai,
falls prone.
as Mordecai is walking towards getting in the turret, Dimmick is just gonna run past and like vault over him. He's like, "My turret, bitches!"
Fair.
So Dimmick
This
is
is
now
a-
the
this-
turret gunner.
This vehicle is very suitable for Hadron because it's got raking sights.
Oh god.
It's 100% right up his alley. So I'm gonna make a note in my notebook. So you guys might want to make a note in your book that the infernal machine you have is the Tormentor.
Okay, let's see here.
So that way I can next week we can pull it up for reference on you guys' trip north. So we'll end tonight's session with Hadron getting his permit.
Gee, thanks, pops.
Hell yeah, man. It's a very simplistic thing. It turns left, turns right, and goes front and goes back. That's about it. There's no gears. There's no changing. It's just go or not go. The beauty of magic. It's kind of like a Tesla. Uh, fucking 0 to 60 on this thing. Whew, you wouldn't believe. 100 feet in 6 seconds.
The amount of G's that would
Well-
be is ridiculous.
And that's just like normal speed, right? So that means it should be able to like do a dash as well, right?
So 100 feet in a round calculates what's 100 divided by 6. That's what, like 15? 15 feet a second? Right?
Jeez.
Because if you divide. Yeah, so it's like 16.5.
No wonder
100
these,
divided by 6.
no wonder these things only run for 24 hours.
I guess.
Burn through that
Fucking
bad
hey.
boy.
It's just like you get to see a bumper sticker on the back of it where it's like Joe Biden pointing to the exhaust on. It's like, I did that.
Joe Biden.
Pat, are you doing math for me?
Is harpoons?
No, me when I see a bunch of bees.
Can you pull up your calculator and do 100 divided by 6? Because I want to see how many feet it goes a second.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's 16.5 or 16.
16.6.
Ah, it's close.
Let me see if I'm right.
How fast do you think this thing drives? How fast do you think this thing drives?
So that's
Mile
how many
per hour.
feet it goes a second?
Yeah. It,
So,
it drives
miles per
11 miles an hour.
Yeah, we cruising, baby.
Straight up.
It's like,
So,
it's like a golf cart,
Yeah.
but it's a
A
really
little
big
bit
golf cart.
faster. A bit faster than a golf cart, homie.
Oh, dude, you put the right motor in a golf cart.
Mhm.
Sheesh.
Yeah, well, if you put the right soul into this thing, I'm sure it can go fucking double that.
Based
God.
on like the person's like overall attitude or
I love it.
whatever. Maybe it's based
Um,
on like how angry the person
I
was
was
and like
just gonna say that.
that makes sense.
But we'll pick up next week and continue this session of the Crimson. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Heck yeah. All of our info is in the description of today's episode. Feel free to check out our socials. Stop by next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
ya.